Oh my goodness. Wow.
He might call.
Wow. Welcome everyone. It is that time. The GG Millions. It's Tuesday, September 9th. I got my man Adrian Pora in the building. We are going to rock. We're going to roll. We're going to have a mega show. I can't believe the lineup. This is hard to say, but this is literally, I think, the most stacked final table. Most final tables, 15 wins from the players. I think 127 million in earnings on GG. Just absurd statistics. And there is a look at our man Adrian, though. He's got himself a six-figure cash live. He plays live, plays online. Member of the Team GG over here in the Romania. You still live in Romania, is that correct, Adrian, or where do you live these days?
Yeah, I still live in Romania. I mostly played online, but recently I got into the live scene. I play online for like 15 years, so
wow. Okay. Yeah, much experience. Yeah. Much experience. You do it live and online, and we are here with the last week's winner. This man Jinx right here, pretty good. Not a bad stat. 2 final tables, 2 wins, 3.3 million in earnings. 600 of those, 614 coming from the GG Million in particular. Let's take a look at the winning hand from last week, which is what propelled Jinx to the title. Here it is versus a very tough player, Tion Mulder, you may be familiar with.
Yeah, I'm familiar with him.
Yeah, pretty straightforward one. 8s to ace-9 off, so the money does go ahead and get in pre-flop as the 8s will go on to head to fade that running wheel. No 5, no ace, no 9 as the hand kind of plays itself there at the end. And what do you think about that? 2 wins, 2 final tables. That's hard to do. We got guys who don't have.
That's pretty impressive. And that's pretty impressive, and it's pretty hard to do this. I think he's the first one, right? Who wins back to back, right?
You know what's funny? We had someone win back to back playing Dominic Niche both weeks. I think he won both weeks. It was 1-2, 1-2, and it's gonna draw a blank. Maybe the legendary audience. I see everyone in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. You could help me with that. It's drawn a blank who did that, but we have seen some crazy runs. He didn't win back to back weeks, but he did. He has won 2 times of the 2 times he's made the final table. So again, a lot of giveaways today, a lot of fun. This is a look at that, and anything you do differently there. I mean, it seems pretty straightforward.
No, probably there is a point in maybe limping if the guy goes aggressive with hands like king deuce off, king 3 off, king 4 off, some queen x off. Also, you can min raise and induce jams from like, I don't know, probably some trashy, the low part of the range. Jamming, also not a mistake. The DEV difference between all options is not that big, so I usually just have a randomizer. I would just roll some in this kind of spot with pocket 8s, which can play like different options, have different options. I'm very sorry for my English. It's my first commentary in English, so I'm kind of new to this. So
it's all good. I understand you perfectly. I know we got an international audience as well, and we got people asking if you're single in the chat. We got maybe some females out there checking in over on what's happening. But are you married, single? You got kids? Real quick before we go look at this.
Yeah, I'm married. I have a 3-year-old kid. So.
All right. Sorry. There you go. The audience asked. They get to know what's going on today. But here's a look at the all-time ranking list. And relevant today, Juan Pardo Dominguez looking to add another title. I think he just took heads up or was final 3 the other week. And then we also see our guy, if I'm not mistaken, was it Simon Mattsson?
Simon Mattsson.
Yes. We have,
which is pretty sick that we have the bracelet event, the 1.5k million maker. He has final table at that as well, so that's pretty sick. They have 2 final tables in the same time.
Yeah, big guy knows a thing or two about poker. We're going to look at that resume as we take a look here, though. Currently, for the second part of 2025, that will be culminating in Vegas was season 1 where we stopped. Season 2 is in the Bahamas. Hope you're going to that. It's 25K, 60 million, just absurd. GG, WSOP, the merger. Of course, they're going to do something over the top. D-Negs thinks they're insane. It's definitely a crazy guarantee. Are you going to be going to that? Will you be in the Bahamas?
Yeah, I've been in Bahamas like 2-3 years, I think, in a row. So, but I need to now Since I am having a kid, I need to negotiate a lot with my wife. So it's
Yeah,
family. We were there for 2 years when my it's a great place for small kids because there's a lot of activities to do around Atlantis. So
yes.
maybe I don't know for sure at the moment, but need to do some negotiations.
For sure. One thing at a time. Well, here we see Mr. Chris Klodnicki, as we saw the payouts there, pretty juicy, are almost 300K to first. You see Chris Klodnicki with the one drop score for 2.9 million. He is a top 150 on the all-time money list live. He has 13.6 millions on GG, and you can see this is what we're talking about. 11 final tables, and he has 0 titles. The other player from last week, Jinx, 2 final tables, 2 wins, a lot of variance. When you again play at the highest level, it just, there's no guarantees. It's hard. You take second, you take third, you don't run well, you lose some flips, don't get the right situations. But I know he will do his best with 14 big blinds. This sets us up for no real short stacks. 14 blinds, plenty to play with. Some final tables we have 2, 3, 5 blinds, 6 blinds, a couple players here. 14 bigs is the shortest. So this one, I think we'll see a lot of play. We're gonna have a wide range of how this could go. This is obviously a dangerous player if he doubles up. Going to be in
Yeah,
contention.
I play with him. He's pretty dangerous. Yeah, played with him a lot.
Very, very, very much so a talent. And as we see Juan Pablo Dominguez, we just saw him on the all-time leaderboard and money list respect. He is number 2, and he is here with 31 million in GG earnings. Absurd statistics, 9 million in the GG millions. We talk about him a lot. He's here a lot. 25 bigs as the shortest. I want to look at that price for him at the end here before we go live, and you have a chance to bet in client on GG for these events. So I got to believe that when he's short stacked with 25 bigs, he's dangerous. How much do you know about Juan Pablo Dominguez?
I didn't play that much with him because he's playing super high stakes, but I don't think he needs any presentation. I watched him. I played with him some tournaments live. He's pretty sick. I think he's one of the worst guys you can have on your left. Probably this will be a warm up for his, I don't know, Triton comes next, so it's a good warm up for him. He can win easily, so maybe I'll bet on him because he can turn it around for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, again, 25 blinds here. We just talked about Simon, 29 blinds, and when you're one of the shorter stacks, but you still have 29 blinds, pretty crazy final table. A lot of chips in play, a little more consolidated, and you can see here 24 million. One of the people would regard as maybe the best ever online player, if not, one of the best. And he is here with a very dangerous stack, and he has 4 wins in this exact format. How much have you played with Simon?
I played with him. I played with him a lot online because he's I don't know. Let's call him a maniac. He plays 10K, he plays 109s, he plays 1Ks, he plays 55s, and he plays all tournaments possible, and his instincts are second to none. He's one of my all-time favorite guys. I don't know, his timings, everything about him is so smooth, and he's so sharp at the table. I play with him also live. He's just incredible. I think he's the best all-time great. He's an all-time great. In my opinion, for me, he's number 1. But online. Live, he doesn't play that much, but online, I think he's the best.
For sure. That's a very fair statement, and I've been around with him since, 20 years playing, at least, maybe more. Now we're getting older. How old are you?
I'm 35.
35, so we're similar age. I just turned 39 the other day, so it's the 40 is getting a little scary, but we're still young. We're still going after. We're still traveling. Less poker with the kids, as you know, for live tournaments, but still a ton of fun. All right, here we go with Dolber, someone I don't know as much about. We have seen him one time, 9 appearances, and he does have a lot of experience on GG. 6.5 million earnings, as you see that he got deep in the WSOP Paradise Invitational, and he has 13 WSOP caches. So again, a player we don't know as much about. Have you played with him? Are you familiar or no?
No, I don't know him, but probably we'll know him. He's swimming with the sharks today, so good luck to him.
Yeah, very, very much so. Out of this group, you could say unknown, but still, that's crazy to think today in 2025, a player with 6.5 million in earnings on one site alone is unknown, and that's the case. And GREPoker, someone we've seen a few times, 2 final tables, hasn't got a win, almost 5 million, looking to cross that marker today, a milestone on GG. And as you see his earnings in this format, 380K. He does have 31 big blinds today. He has played a fair amount live and also has some deep runs in the special events on GG, as you see at 20th there in the 10K 22 online. So tell me about GREPoker. Any experience with him?
To be honest, I didn't see him until now. Maybe I saw him on the previous final table of him. Probably he plays very high. Maybe a cash game player. I don't know. I wish him all the best. We will see. I will tell after a couple of hands. I will tell what's going on. So this guy I know.
Yeah, it's too early to tell sometimes. The guys we don't know as much about, that's something that you wonder, does the bright lights, does the final table, being on TV, whether it's on a live televised event or online like this, people maybe play a little different for a few reasons. They also get to see the cards, right, eventually, and that can impact people in different ways. As we see a Brazilian locking in the final table seat, which is so consistent here on the GG Millions. We see them almost every week. Looking for his first win, has a big Instagram following. Pedro, my man out there. Good to see you, Boa tarde. Good luck, Boa sorte. The Brazilians always come with a rail. They come with energy and heat. And how much you know about Pedro? Very talented player, over 11 million.
Yeah, super talented. One of the great Brazilians in the game. He's an inspiration for all Brazilians who start poker. Like, everyone looks up to him and a couple of more guys. He's top of the food chain.
For sure.
He's a killer, man. Oh.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, this is my friend.
Okay, so we're going to leave some time for you to tell me about him. And I think we're actually going to get to see a hand. I believe he's in third position with 43 blinds. And it does show you that it's tight, right? At 43 blinds, third place, the 14 for ninth. So it's very, very tight. The stacks wide open today. And tell me about Jans. What does he do so well? How does he have so much success here in GG?
Because the amount of work of the tables that he puts, it's like outrageous. I call him the Dolph Lundgren of poker, you know. I always make fun of him because he's a tall, blonde guy, you know, from the movie Rocky. He doesn't back down. He's a fighter, and one of the all-time greats. Like, I think I played in 2014 when he was playing like mistakes, something like that. He's top, like top. Very well studied, very well composed, and I don't know, he doesn't like have any emotions. Like, he's so emotional balanced. He's top. We will see what he is made from. He's super good, like super good.
One of the guys definitely is most respected and toughest players. And here we go. Queen 6 off. He's on the button. Not everyone's going to open this. He is covering significantly
especially
the big blinds.
When you have like one on the small blind, you know, people like reduce their opening range. But a couple of people, he doesn't care. No, he goes for it like all the time.
Yep. Well, he gets it through, and now against a stack that is short, around 350, 13 blinds. 13 blinds exactly, 14 I guess with the big blind out there. So he does attack. He gets a completely missed flop with the queen 6 and 1 diamond, 6 of diamonds, and he covers. So let's see what he does here. Obviously fun to see when you get aces, kings, nines. It's like a little bit stuff's more straightforward. Here he's just completely speeding with no real draw. It does have some back doors, but he's going to continue.
Yeah, he tries to fold hands like king 4 suited, king 6 suited, king 7 suited, which is not with the flush draw. So I think I like the bet like a lot. It folds much better hands like queen 7, right? Queen 7 suited that he defends, probably some lower ones. I don't know the Ivan if he defends like offsuit combos a lot, but he should when Jans is opening like queen 6. Probably he would check here, right? Now it gets interesting.
Yeah, so he has an interesting hand with the queen and the diamond, so he blocks some of the hands at like queen 9 or king queen, but king queen maybe shoves pre-flop on the 14 with his open. So yeah, it's be curious here if he does get bet into, if he goes for the bluff catch, but I'm very curious on this one.
I think it's a pretty good hand to like bluff catch in these stack sizes, because some of the flush draws Ivan will play them fast, right? He will like speed them, like raise and get it in with some couple of flush draws, so he's not worried about having the 6. Yeah, obviously a call versus 8-9 off if he has that, like it's a standard call.
Yeah, he bet pretty small. I mean, it would be
Yeah,
interesting if
he bet pretty small. He should go like probably bigger, right?
yeah,
I don't
yeah. I
think
think that
Jans.
that would have been
I don't
interesting
think
on the
Jans
bigger
has
side.
a folding range here versus this size. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe, but
Yeah,
if he has
it's
that,
very interesting. 8-9 off the fens, and then as played, it makes sense. And by betting small in the river, I guess he is going to fold a few hands, but that was a curious hand. And again, just the most interesting thing there is the queen six off again, covering and having position. I get it. He's probably showing that he's opening close to 100%, right? He's opening maybe 90,
like
90 something percent.
70,
Queen six off
like
is
70, yeah,
a
70,
very
80.
bad hand, maybe closer to 85, but really impressive player live and online. And again, as you covered, one of the players you got to give respect to at all times. So he is in a very good position today. We are going to have 3 giveaways for everyone today. I do want to remind you that you must be subscribed, must be following, and that will be part of the 3 $50 GG tickets. Also on Jeff Gross Poker Twitter, we'll have a $50 retweet. I'll get that up after we finish the pregame show. And we got some other very talented players, and I think the number 2 stack today is also a good friend of yours who you're very familiar with. Tell me about Alex Theologis, who is part of, I believe, CNC coaching. He's a very respected player. He has some great results, and he also is looking to cross 10 million here very shortly on GG. 93 blinds today. That is a lot of chips. What is he going to do you think with the big stack?
Alex is my friend. He's a former coach. I think he's the best coach in the world, like the best. Second to none. I don't know. I could watch. I made some reviews with him. I was praying to find the mistake, a hand that doesn't make sense. No, absolutely zero. I call him the Greek god. So when I have a hand that troubles me, I go to him like, forgive me, God, because I have sinned. Then I always talk to him like about hands and stuff. He's a top notch, and he's also friends with Jans. So they both study together probably. He is like super good. Like, and as a coach, I never seen it. He's top. Like I think he's the best in the world. It's just my opinion. I don't know. Let's see. Opens like 17 bigs, sixes.
Yeah, so it's what, 6-handed here. Decides to open, not a little too much to shove. Does go for the open, and we are seeing off of this stack depth 15-30. Doesn't have a ton of chips, but he is against a tough player there in the big one, Atomar.
He's a former, I think he's a chess master or grandmaster or something like that. Atomar. He's also super good. It's a stacked pre-bubble. King Jack 4.
Okay, well, not the greatest flop. Do have a heart. You have sixes. Hard to make a pair. It is against the big blind range, so he has that going for him. Let's see what he will decide here. A lot of players is gonna be betting small, which he does go ahead and do that.
Yeah, pretty standard. I don't think Atomor has like queen 10 suited, queen jack suited. He has the offsuit combos, of course. Maybe king queen. I think he flats, so pretty decent. But also Alex will have a tighter range, so that board will like his favorite on this board against the big blind, so he can range bet probably.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting the SPR, the stack to pot ratio. It's about 2-1. He's getting in critical time. He does check back, has that heart working for him that could be good, and it's kind of tough when you don't know if you want to be betting, if you want a heart or not. In this situation, it's tricky. So he does check back. He does get the heart. So now he beats Queen X, Jack X. Does lose to all the heart combos. So probably going to check back here. I would imagine never betting on this run out. Be very happy to win this pot. Probably not getting called by worse too much, and I don't see the point to bluff. But let's see. These,
Let's see.
The best, one of the best in the world.
There are some merits. If you think the guy is never checking like a 10, a king, flush draw, and he always like blocks or value bets on the river, there's a good reason to bet here. You can get called, like he can have like, I don't know, as a bluff like a7 suited, right? Like ace high suited who which he doesn't jam pre-flop for 17 bigs. So yeah, there are some merits.
I'm curious on that one. That seems pretty. I think to your point, if you have that note or that read, or you believe that's true of population tendency or even the specific player, that's a good point. So because you get people with the
at
queen
my
X or
stakes,
jack X.
at my stakes, people like block a lot and value bet a lot flushes on this river. They don't check like enough, like they don't have a balanced checking range, so they bet. But I don't know about the high stakes. Probably, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't have the amount of info necessary to like comment on that. So if I for sure Alex thinks that he's never checking a flush on the river. So like he blocks or bets big, then that's why he goes for the value bet, because he has hands like ace 5, right? Ace 5, ace deuce suited, things like that, which have zero showdown value, right? And he needs to bluff them, right? And he goes for the bluff.
For sure. Well,
for the value bet, sorry.
I agree. That's great analysis. Makes a lot of sense. And we got our guy Sebastian Gaehl here. He has 2 wins in 43 appearances, 4 final tables. Got to say, I haven't seen him on in a while. This specific name, but I know that flag so well. Brazil and Austria.
I played with him a couple of times live. He's super solid, like a very, very solid player. Like GT oriented, well studied, the Austrian type, Austrian German type.
Yeah,
super
very tough
solid,
players.
super good.
That country I have to give. I just can't say enough about it.
Yeah, they are all good from Germany and Austria. All of them are very good players.
Tough players, absolutely right.
Yeah.
Well, he is no exception. He is going to see if he can hold it down with 100 big blinds. He's winning 50% of the time he makes the final table. Very efficient, 43 appearances, and actually crazy. Out of the times he has cashed, he's got 4 out of 5 cashes or final tables, with 2 of them being wins. So gives you a little bit of an insight into his game, maybe a bit aggressive, right? He comes in and he's just out, or he's got all the chips. And here, 100 big blinds, the odds-on favorite to win it.
Yeah, he doesn't back down from fights. That I can tell you.
Yeah, he's not afraid, and also friend of GG's got that orange name there in highlight. Let's see how he goes with the queen jack off.
Yeah, there are a couple of shots there, yeah, but standard open. Okay. Oh, I thought for like 36 bigs. Okay.
That's one of the not fun parts. You open and a fellow Austrian flats you and you're out of position, queen jack off. This is looking like a tough hand to win. Obviously the flop can tell a different story, but you are now out of position and you have a very modest holding. Queen jack off opening here is ambitious. Definitely not a must open. Can't see. Okay, so this is fun. So he's got queen jack high. He has a jack of hearts. King 3-4 gets flatted by a tough player here, Simon. And
yeah, but the thing is that Simon doesn't have a lot of king offsuit kings, so I think Sebastian has a range advantage, like because he's not opening that wide, you know, and Simon doesn't flat. He flats a lot of middle, a lot of pairs here, like ace queen type of hands. So I think there's a reason for betting this flop some of the time, but obviously check is fine. On the turn he kind of should bet always. Makes like ace jack probably indifferent. I don't think Simon flats like ace jack off. Probably he will flat like ace jack suited. Yep. He calls, and now probably he has to check. Like, I don't see him turning this into a bluff, but maybe I would be wrong. He has decent showdown value. He has showdown value versus ace 10, but ace 10 there are not a lot of combos. It's like only 3 combos. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Now it's interesting.
Wow. So I mean, he does have. He's got the queen. Queen's an important.
Yeah. Problem is Simon has all the ace queens. He probably like flats with the short stack guys on left on button and small blind. So basically Simon should turn into a bluff like ace 10.
ace-5. Would he flat ace-5 suited ever? He's going to 3-bet that
I don't
nicely.
think Simon flats ace-5 suited, but I could be wrong. Maybe he can get ambitious with hands like pocket ace, pocket nice without don't fold the turn. Yeah, that's a decent. Yeah, or nice pickup. Very, very nice pickup. Super tough spot. Super tough spot.
Yeah, that's scary. You're gonna get shown a better hand a lot. So that's the best when they make good bluff, great call, and that's just, again, something has to give when you play at this level. Everyone is so tough, and this is an exciting final table, maybe a record for earnings, 127 million on GG alone. We are gonna have an absolutely insane final table today, and we are gonna have fun with our picks here. We're gonna do that with reminding everyone that if you are in a jurisdiction, you can have GG. You are able to do in-game betting on the final table. We're going to see those betting odds here in just a second. I will let Adrian pick first. We'll do 100 units. You get the first pick, and you got to break it up in 100 units, 3 picks. We'll put a dinner on it if you're up for that. And yeah, look, take a moment. You can see, wow, 25-1 for 9, all the way up to the favorite with 3.92-1. So there's a big drop between 1, 2, then down to 3 for the odds with the chip stacks. 2 huge stacks. No one's super short. Adrian, who you got and how much?
I got my friend and my god first. You know, I need to pick God. First is Alex.
How much do you want to wager out of your 100 units?
I want to put like 40.
Got it. 40 on Alex. That's a nice solid pick. You know what? It's just too big a gap down to third, and I know you got a couple friends there, and I know I can't leave Sebastian. The guy just finishes it off. He's got 100 blinds. It feels like he might win 100% of the time. And 3.92. I'm gonna go with him. I will put 40. So I'll put 50 on Sebastian. Try to double my money on my units here. Your second pick. Who do you want?
I want to pick Juan Dominguez. I want to put 25 units.
Wow. Okay. Big bet on him. If he were to win, it'd be a nice payday. 12.44-1. And I like that pick because he is for value. He's deep, but he's not that short. And that's a nice return. And obviously so much experience, so many titles here in the GG Millions. All right. I'm going to go with Jans, man. I know he's your buddy. I gotta kind of break you up. I can't let you just have all your friends and everything working. 8.96-1. I'll take 30 on him. It'd be a nice payday. And your final pick, who do you want? And what is your remaining? You have 25 yet? No, 35 left?
Yeah, I want to put 35 on Simon Mattsson. I don't want to put on Jans because Alex will jinx him and he will not win. so I'm picking Simon. Juan and Simon can turn it around, believe me.
I love it. All right, so the Simon is all right. So you have one Simon. I got. It's kind of easy for me at this point. I'll go with Pedro. He's tough. He's Brazilian. You know, I love that Brazilian community. My wife's Brazilian. My boys are half Brazilian, and I just love Brazil and the energy. I'm going with Pedro to finish it off, man. For my final units, I believe what I did 50. I say 30 and then 20. So it'll still be a nice payday for Pedro. Kind of almost doubling my money there as we are going to make that the 3 picks for me, 3 for Adrian. And at home, I want to remind everyone to retweet. I will put this up at the break. We're going to take a short break here coming up, but we are going to be getting you giveaways today. 3 tickets from GG, must be subscribed, must hit the follow button. I'm sorry, what's the thumbs up, subscribe. I'm going to put those keywords at the end of the show. We'll give away 3 tickets for 50 a pop. And I will also do it on my Twitter for 50 out of my pocket. That's in cash. So that'll be a pinned tweet here in about next 10 minutes. That'll be up there. I'll put the link in there as well. So we appreciate that. And any predictions for the final table today? You picked your picks with the money, but who do you actually think is going to win? If you look at this stack size and the players here, who do you got as the actual winner?
I think Alex will win. I think Alex will win because he's on a good run, and if the cards are right, he doesn't commit any mistakes. So probably I think he wins because he's surfing a wave at the moment. So I pick him. I really pick him to win.
Yeah, I think you do.
It's not because he's my friend. I think he's on a wave and he will win. That's my
Sure.
guess.
Well, listen, I do. Yeah, I'll go with Sebastian to mix it up, but I do think that's just such a big difference to have that 100 blind, 93 blinds. They're double the other players, and it is a very talented field. So wide open today. Some of the short stacks who have still 14 blinds or more are dangerous, and we are gonna be playing to a winner. Want to remind everyone this is every Sunday. This tournament you can enter. There's satellites. Come in, you make it, and then you pause till Tuesday. We always have one of the best guests in the world, as the case today. We appreciate Adrian for his time. We're going to take a short break. We'll see you in 5 minutes. We're playing the winner today. We'll be right back.
Okay.
everyone. We are back. It is that day. It is Tuesday, September 9th. GG Millions, Jeff Gross alongside Adrian Pora. We are going to see some fireworks. We have got a who's who in poker with an absolutely absurd resume, top to bottom. You name it. Pick a spot. You got a great player. You got a tough opponent in a lot of household names. You might have it correct. Maybe the greatest in online poker history. It's arguable, but Simon is in that conversation. We're going to go from the shortest stack to the top stack, 9-1. Pick your seat. Usually you see the general strategy being the shortest stack goes sort of near the button if they can, which actually Klodnicki actually went a little away, which is interesting, but a good spot too, on the hijack. So we're now seeing a little seat shuffling, and we likely will see the biggest stack go to the left of the next biggest, but that's not always the case. Any strategy from you? The GG final table seat shuffling, anything you try to do as a shorter big stack when you play?
Yeah, when I'm the big stack, I try to keep depends if it's a bounty or not. I wanna, for example, if I'm a big stack and it's a bounty, I go for like having position on the short stack. But now, as a short stack, I would chase the bottom all the time. But one position that people like miss, you pay like 0.5 BB, you just want to enter in the small blind some of the time when you are the shortest stack because no one wants to pick the small blind. So it's just one hand, and then you will have a full round, and you just put like 0.5 BB. So it's not that big of a difference, right?
It's a good point. Yeah, it's a really good point. As we see,
Yeah. No one picks the small blind. So yeah, we'll see. Let's see if Alex. Yeah, Alex has position on Jans. That's funny. Yeah, because he thinks he's very good and he wants to have position on him. That's pretty sick. They are one of the best bodies in poker. They go to war.
Sebastian
It will be
Sebastian
fun.
actually he
Yeah,
expired. So
time
either
has
he
expired. Yeah,
wasn't
that's
there
sick.
or he just decided that that's a good spot. But I don't think that's what I would pick, right? You got Simon and Pedro to your left, and you also are away
Yeah,
from
exactly.
Alex. I would think that the clear best seat would be to switch with Dubaris there, right? And then be on the left of Alex, the next left of Jans,
Exactly.
one and away from Simon. So I'm a little surprised. There's a chance he timed out. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Here he goes, ace five suited, and we are underway, 4 million in chips. If he times out here, we'll know that maybe was the case, that he just wasn't there. But if not, I'd be curious. So he does though raise. He is there.
So Jans has like 40. I think he will flat most of the time. He wanna 3-bet like, I don't know. Yeah. Now it's an interesting spot for Alex. Let's see if he goes for the okay.
Flats. Okay. Yeah. Three-way. King 10 suited, three of the best. Look at this. Take a screenshot if you like Austria. This is the three Austrian players in a pot, multi-way, and no one really with anything. King 10 suited, actually a pretty good flop. Has the gut shot to the nuts, is on the button, and has the runner heart. So if anyone has a good flop, it's here. And Sebastian may not want to barrel his way out of this one. He sees a tight flat in the small blind. That's going to be a strong range suited, a suited Broadway or a pair, and then the button also going to have a pretty good hand here usually. So
I think Jan bets here like close to 100% with the king 10. Maybe he will check like a queen 10, doesn't want to get raised or something. Doesn't want to get raised. He will bet like king 10 like always, trying to fold out exactly what Sebastian has. Like maybe check some king queens that want to realize equity, that don't want to get check raised. Yeah, ship it. Sebastian with the open. I think we will see a flat probably from Grep.
all right, that was an interesting hand. I'm actually curious on that one. It makes sense. The ace-6 suited I want to see. And GTO Wizard, shout out to the fellas and ladies over there at GTO Wizard.
Yeah,
they are an insane company. They're
yeah.
giving some recommendations here, as we do see a very, very sick hand to start. And GREPoker is in an amazing situation here with this. It's about as strong a hand as you can have in the situation. Sebastian doesn't have a spade, flops trips, he's under the gun, and this could go really well for GREPoker.
Yeah. Goes for the Maybe we'll see an interesting river. I
But
don't
there's
think
two
Sebastian
suggested
checks in this spot.
sizes are bet small or bet mid, and that would be, 20-30% or about half pot. Let's see what size he decides
That's a
to go
pretty
with.
sick thing what GG does with GTO Wizard. That's really, really nice. A really, really big up for the guys who made this possible. Giving a theory, the point of view to viewers. Okay. Like probably he'll call. I don't see him raising. Yeah.
Ooh,
Be a chop.
almost
Yeah.
smoked the lightning in a bottle. Not gonna do it. I gotta get the tweet out. Remind everyone, Jeff Girls Poker pin tweet. Let me get that up right now. I apologize. I was on the break, taking my 5-minute break there. I'm gonna go ahead and get it. And also, I got a link I gotta put in for you guys. There's a pretty sick giveaway if you can get the 9th to 1st order. It might have been expired. I don't know if there's a time how they do that, the timeline on that, but let me see. There's literally a giveaway. I'm gonna go on Twitter and find that X, if you will, and get you guys that link because there is a pretty cool giveaway. I should have done that during the pregame. I apologize. I think it still might be valid, but since it started, I don't know though. It might cut off at
Yeah, shoot out for my followers from AT Poker team, my streaming team. They're all in chat, as I can see. Hey guys. Yeah, I have a lot of I have a lot of followers who are pretty like how do you say, like they are always with me at every stream, every commentary. Yeah, we'll see a walk. Yeah, people will play a little bit tight considering Chris has really, I don't know, 12, 13 bigs. So they are kind of ICM handcuffed.
And 4-5 suited, not a very appetizing thing to come into. You have Sebastian, who's chip leader. You have Simon, who's in the big blind, and he's going to go ahead and open it. He has an awkward stack, but let's see. Sebastian may take exception here. And if not, Simon, I think will. So either way, he's going to have a hard time with this hand.
Yeah, I think he will go for a 3-bet like most of the time. He's chip leading.
Oh,
Oh, that's an interesting. Now Simon has a spot, and Simon is more than capable of seeing that Sebastian never flats like super strong hands. Yeah, I would be not very surprised if I saw a squeeze from Simon, but ace deuce suited, why not? It's a good hand to play. Multi-way. I don't see Sebastian flatting that many aces, and
wow.
GREPoker is still in the
GREPoker
bottom. Wow. Yeah.
just going for it here with the 5 high. It does have running wheel, 2-3, or the running diamonds, but still, that's pretty ambitious when you get flat in the small to bet this board. But I guess you do put some low pairs. Although when you have 5-4 suited, like some hands that
Yeah,
may
5-5.
flat that are low pairs, I don't know if I like this. But let's see. We'll see what happens. The queen 10, tricky spot. All right, so he's gonna call pre-fold when he flops the queen there, and I would not have anticipated either of those two plays.
Yeah,
And
maybe because he
there-
doesn't expect GREPoker to have a wide range and c betting on that board. That's why he folded on the flop. I don't
Yep.
know.
All right, I'm getting distracted here. I'm trying to find this tweet for you guys. I'll put this in the chat.
I think it's a decent maybe pickup on the turn to bluff, but obviously it will not go through. Now it's interesting. Simon probably will check, and let's see GREPoker if he bets the river. That will be interesting. Or
And so it's called the perfect nine. I don't know. Did you see this, Adrian? From from GG. It's basically if you can guess the 9th to 1st payout. If you get all 9 right, you win a 10,300 GGMillion buy-in. So not
Wow,
easy to do,
that's
but if you go, you got to pick 9th, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. It's pretty hard
the
to do, but
exact
good luck.
order, huh? What are the
Yeah.
odds? It's pretty sick. Yeah, it's a nice thing by GG, but it's pretty sick.
Fun.
It's pretty sick actually.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah,
cool.
this is a very tough spot for Simon. Very tough spot for Simon. It's very hard to find bluffs on these runouts. But you know, he's the legend, he's the GOAT. He sees things that other people don't see. Most of us don't see. I would be, I don't know. It's very hard to find bluffs here.
It is sick. Like you lose. I mean, it's just like, what is he betting? Does he bet like king? Like what?
Yeah.
It's like he has to literally have some sort of hand like this. I mean, I guess he could bluff 7s or 8s with the heart or something, but would he even do that? It's just, it's
I don't
strange.
know,
There's not a
9-10
lot.
suited, like 9-10 of spades, and he doesn't have showdown value, but he will use this sizing arrow. It's pretty complicated. Yeah,
Oh, he does
Simon
call.
is different. Yeah, this is Simon.
Oh, very impressive stuff. Very impressive
He
stuff.
looks
I
into
gotta
people,
say,
and it's like he has, I don't know, he sees things that we mortals don't see.
well, I will say, I mean, listen, it is top pair. You're at home, you're like, wow, he has an ace, you know, okay, but that is a scary board. And there's just like we talked about, not a ton of bluffs there as we see Simon chip up nicely. Very important pot there.
Yeah, I would fold probably like 95% of the time, but that's a pretty GREPoker with ace-5 suited and cutoff. Would consider a 3-bet, but obviously versus Alex is kind of risky. The big stack. Now this will be interesting. Let's see Juan.
Okay, there's the ace king, ace queen suited. Juan, this is what the best players, how they get paid the big bucks. This is a very tricky spot. So you're under the gun, you raise 9-handed ace queen suited, you're off like 23 blinds roughly, and you now get adversity. So yeah, you got to believe you're in not a great spot, but it's tough, right? You're getting a good price. You have ace queen suited, it's not offsuit, and your stack's super vulnerable. So you're hoping to get it through. You're hoping the blinds call one of the big blind maybe, or you're getting a good spot. But this is tough. It's a very tough hand to play.
Yeah, I think he will flat. No, he goes for the jam. Perfectly fine. He doesn't. Yeah.
So he goes for it.
Oh, he's my pick. Oh.
Wow. D. Boris is going to go ahead and turn. Not over. The
Ooh,
diamond
ooh.
pops up. Any diamond for that matter. I think as the 8, it's going to be no runner. No another title for Juan. Number 2. Look, a lot of respect there. A lot of GGs. The Grego. It's all in GGs there in the chat as we see 8-handed, and that's a relief for a lot of players. First of all, pay jump. Second of all, to see a player of that caliber exit in a spot. So nice hand for D. Boris, and GREPoker going to be right back to work. We might see another all in here. What are we talking? 20, 22 bigs?
Yeah, I think it will go all in pre-flop. The stacks will be in the middle. Like us Romanians, we like to say like la mijloc means in the middle. He also goes for the 3-bet, probably go jam.
All right, Queen's Ace King. Let's see it. Let's get the cards on their back. Jans could deliver a knockout. Otherwise, he'll have a million, and the turn is no help. So he needs an ace or a king on the river, as we will see the peel. Is it slow? It's fast, and it's a double for GREPoker. So that's going to shift the power. And you are not off to a fantastic start with your picks, I got to say, as you see Jans shift chips. And Alex, I guess, has been quiet. He still got 3.7, but you are seeing chips shift as we will continue on 8-handed.
Whoa. That's a pretty loose open from Sebastian.
Yeah, he's playing.
I told you, he doesn't back down from fights. He doesn't back down from fights, especially with Alex in the big blind still playing the same stack.
He gets flatted. Jack 9 off going to come in. That is a 9 high flop with 9. So all right, we see the GTO wizard recommending start with a overbet. Actually, this is super interesting spot, and that actually is a good he didn't do that because he would have been betting right into the nuts. Why do you think it says overbet 90% of the time there on the Jack?
Because we have such a wide opening range, and a wide opening range doesn't connect to, like, we have all the ace 5 off, ace 6 off, things like that, and you don't want to bet smaller sizes. You want to bet polar, like top of the range and bottom of the range. So that's why I think it goes for the overbet. When check. Simon will probably bet large. Whoa, he checks. That's pretty interesting.
All right, I'm just getting this tweet up. I'm gonna get you guys in one moment as we see. So now 260 in the middle. And 9s, sort of the nuts at the same time. He does open. We saw he opens all the Jack Queens. We saw that already. So he does. It's possible, but you still have to go for value. You have essentially the nuts. He goes big here. And I don't think Sebastian's going to love it, although it does say the 95% of the time to call. I guess you block Jack Queen, and you had flop top pair, and there are some bluffs, a wide variety of bluffs. So he's saying you should call. Let's see. Makes a exploit or deviates from what is highly recommended. This is not just recommended. This is a 19 out of 20 suggestion to call here. So this would be a pretty nice fold if the book, the computer, if you will, says call, and he may not, but he's thinking about it.
Maybe he thinks about raising the river. It's a pretty good candidate to, if you think like.
Are you surprised that's not an option? It's not suggesting to ever raise. I would think it would be a split.
Yeah, because he thinks he has a very good bluff catcher. That's why, and he doesn't need to consider turning this into a bluff. But Sebastian is more than capable of bluffing this.
Yeah, I mean, if you check stuffs, I guess 9s you have to just. I don't know if you could fold this, but he is going to call.
Yeah.
And that wasn't really that. That was, we see what he ended up going with was a call, and that's what.
Yeah, tricky check by Simon on the turn. That's what kind of made him. I don't know. Simon with the flat here. Let's see.
All right, ace 10 suited versus ace 10 off. So both players, this is one of those things in illustration and hold'em when the position is so powerful. You often see the player in position when they have the same hands win, but also the first aggression sometimes win. So let's see, ace 10, and Simon knows also that I think Sebastian's opening so wide that he's just going to have, so when you get to a heads up, right? When the big blind folds, when you're go heads up, that you are actually against extremely wide range. We've seen Sebastian opening Jack 9 off, opening Queen Jack off, opening other hands. This flop is not in particularly great for ace 10. It's indifferent, I think. And this is saying check again.
It's because you have a lot of ace X off that misses, and Simon has all the nines. Maybe he flats on 50 big blinds. He flats also queens. Doesn't want to three bet and get into a dicey spot pre-flop. Doesn't flat like deuces, threes, fours, fives with all these players behind. So his range is around that type of board. So that's why he doesn't need to, he doesn't want to bet that much. Yeah, Sebastian probably will fold.
Yeah, I mean, this seems like just gonna earn it, but a little frustrating too for Sebastian. He's like, I'm opening so wide, I actually have a decent hand, and I do have some equity, but I'm gonna get out of the way. And we'll keep it going. Ace five off under the gun, so he's been pretty active. May want to sit one off, but with an ace, first in opening at the final table, covering everyone now, but Alex, he is gonna go for it. Debaris with the king queen off. All right, I am just finishing this tweet. Let me get that link for you guys. It is
I
out.
think he
Jeff
will
Gross
go for
Poker,
a bet
tweet.
here with the ace of hearts.
Yeah.
The Varys is full of small pocket pairs. He can bet like, yeah, he flats like, I don't think he flats like king jack off. So probably offsuit combos not that much except for king queen. So I like the bet. Let's see if he raises.
Okay. A little bit of a scary card, right? King Queen. You have the nuts on the flop in your mind, pretty much. You have close to the nuts. This guy's opening. You can kind of take away kings and queens. He's opening so wide. You block those, so it's like you're in great shape now. Yeah, you're still feeling good, and you get the check back, and now you got to believe that you are good, and you are going to go for a large size. That's what it's recommending. Hope to connect where maybe your opponent has something he has to call you with, but he is going to go big. That is very likely. And let's see how much. What do you think? 560 and a large bet recommended. So
Yeah,
that's sort of a
I
low.
think it's
That's a
kind of small.
middle bet.
It was a pretty interesting decision for Sebastian on the turn to like bluff or not, because he has a kind of blocks ace 10, ace 10. I don't think Dolber is flats ace 10 off pre-flop, so kind of decent candidate to like bluff some of the time and maybe bluff on a heart. But we saw the check. Now Jans with the decision. Wow, pretty interesting for by Jans. Probably respects too much Alex and Sebastian. Out to 25 BB.
Got 1,200 watching. Want to let everyone know that there is the giveaway. The link is there. $50 cash. Just retweet. Guess who wins. Don't need to be right. Just need to make your prediction. There also is the perfect 9 on GG on there. Be ready for that weekly. And if you are able to guess that, you'll get a 10,300 GGMillion ticket. But that's not easy. I'm just going to tell you right now to get 9th, 8th, 7th, 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd. And I think now obviously the final table started. So maybe keep an eye on that for next week. I don't think that's still a live one. You have to do it by the start of the final table. So anyway, keep an eye on that for the future. And there's a $50 from me, and then also 3 GG tickets. Must be subscribed, must hit the thumbs up, and we'll have keywords at the end of the stream. So again, thank you everyone who's here. 1,200 of you watching currently, and we're gonna have a great show today. Adrian Pora joining me, and you have been with GG. How long have you been doing work with GG?
I've been streaming for like 6-7 months now. I'm part of a streaming team who stream for Play GG, which is the company who is associated with GGPoker Global, but it's Play GG is only for Romania. We actually have a really sick tournament going on. We had two. It's called GG Romania Masters. So it's a $100 buy-in with 500K guarantee only for Romanians. It's a country tournament. We give away 3 Teslas, 16 iPhones, multiple cash prizes. The first one hit the guarantee. Can you imagine? $100 buy-in only Romanians, 500K guarantee. So it was really, really, really nice.
That's sick.
Now we have the second one on the 21 of September. So
wow, that's
and
awesome.
we, the streaming team, are also streaming the tournament. when we play on that Sunday. So it's really nice. I like it. I like it. I enjoy a lot playing on stream. I think I play better on stream than on than on now offline.
How many tables do you play at once when you stream generally?
15.
15?
Yeah.
Wow. I was just
Yeah.
this is a cool hand here too. We got Sebastian with the best hand, thinking what to do. It doesn't necessarily know he does. It is blind on blind, wide ranges. So he's gonna go with a big bet. And this actually is, you can see this is a very creative bet, and it's a great bet. It is, as
It's
it
a
turns out, he's
wonderful
telling
bet.
Simon to call most of the time here, and this would be bad news for Simon. And again, this is a great play as we see
And
it.
Simon unblocks a lot of bluffs here. That's why it has a very decent hand to call with.
Yeah, they're also chopping, I guess, a fair amount. Maybe ace high confidently would bet. So that's part of the problem. He's thinking, do I give up half my money? There's a chance we're chopping a decent percent, and then there's a chance I win a decent percent. That's why the recommendation is 3 out of 4 times roughly to call. Let's see what he does.
Let's see if Simon reads into people again and fold.
He's just, yeah, he's really in the tank here, kind of weighing through all the options. And as I think that's one of the problems he's having is the recommendation is where he's sort of realizing that this is probably a good call for so many reasons most of the time. So will he find the exploit? One of the exciting parts about poker is when players make great plays. And look at this guy. I mean, he deviates correctly, and
All
just,
the
you know,
time.
when you do that, you really need to be right, because when the book tells you what you're supposed to do and you don't do it and you're wrong, that's a problem. When you're right, it just shows that you are on a different wavelength. So again, credit to him. We don't want to build him up too much. We've already said he might be the greatest player of all time, but that is another very nice highlight fold there from Simon to add to his prolific career. So what cool hand and good decision making as queen nine outflops 7-8 suited, which was already queen nine ahead. Although 7-8 suited looked powerful, is in a world of hurt here. Probably just going to end the hand with a small bet.
Yeah.
Well, we are still 8-handed. We have lost one. We saw ace queen suited and ace king. That took us to 8. You can see lower left, the payouts. One part of the Dominguez gonna not make a historic GGMillion campaign any more historic, other than he will add a final table to his resume. If you see the banners today, really well done. Love what they did on GG. This is showing
Yeah,
us
the
the total
software
earnings.
is really, really good.
Very clean, very clean, very nice. But we can see 127 million in earnings from these players on GG alone. Just an astounding number. If you really break that up, we can talk some more about the individual accolades. But again, top to bottom, very tough final table. And
They hold all the records on online poker, so about as game providers. So they did a fantastic job, even with the software. Like, it's so friendly to players. Like, it's all about GG is great. Like, the guys who are doing the technical part are insanely good. Yeah, that's why they attract a lot of players, right? With the lowest buy-ins, you can win like huge amounts of money. So there are a lot of satellites on GG, like, who you can qualify for this type of events. So even for Bahamas, they give away on free rolls. They give away like tickets to the Bahamas. I went to the Bahamas uh two 2 years ago. I won a package to the 25 or 5K, I don't know which was it, just by continental free roll. I played the bracelet event and they gave me a ticket to a free roll with 2 packages. So I went to Bahamas free. So
what year
that's
was that? That was
wonderful.
a couple years ago.
Yeah, like 2 years ago. Last year I qualified as well. So
That's amazing.
yeah, I grabbed the last year. I grabbed the 250 ticket. I went to the 2.5K and then I won the package. So with auto free roll, you get to play at 25K. So that's pretty sick, right?
Yeah, Marcelo Aziz, who's been a guest on the show, he took second from a free roll for about 4.6 million, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was 6 million to first, or maybe got 4 million. But he's been a guest on the show. He's also won the GGMillion in the last since that December tournament that he won last year. I'm excited for that. It's my next same thing with kids not playing quite as much, but I will definitely be going to that. It's also not very far from Miami. So that's nice, but I will be playing there. Hope to see everyone there, and good luck if you are going to play.
And they made also a nice promotion. So if you were a package qualifier, they did the 1 million free roll on Bahamas with the 200K first. So out of free roll. So it was pretty sick, actually.
Yeah,
I don't think Alex falls here to Jans. Oh, he falls. Yeah, I always laugh at that because they are so close friends, and it's so nice to see people, two close friends battling, you know.
Yep. Yeah, it's nice to bluff get one through on the bright lights versus your buddy. He's also second in chips, tied essentially for the chip lead right now. As we see another ace queen, ace king collision. Let's see if Simon. Oh, never mind. He's got 340. That's sub 10 blinds. That's going to be in the middle. So Simon is going to need some help. Chris has ace king suited.
Doesn't know, but Alex keeps a queen. So let's see.
Okay, ace king suited, far ahead. Far behind, Simon, a little lady luck on his side, gonna need to hit a king or else Chris will go out. And one of the problems of that is not a king. Now, problems of being short is you don't have fold equity. And, you know, that's, again, I'll just take a moment because I haven't said this in a little while, but I do think it's very important in poker is to understand that usually it's not your last hand that is what is the issue or what happened in your tournament. So, you know, there you can go home, you tell your friends, of course, Chris Klodnicki, a veteran, seasoned pro, one of the more talented players in the game. He's not going to do this, but I'm saying if you were here, if you're watching at home, you get knocked out. Think about how many times you lose like ace, queen, ace, king, or jacks to queens, or you have queens to jacks. You go home, you tell your wife, your girlfriend, or your best friend, hey, I took a bad beat today. You know, I'm out. I lost this hand. But really, what about all the blind on blinds? What about the times you didn't 3-bet a spot or 4-bet jam? You know, those are where the game is won and lost, not usually your last hand. Like when you lose a flip, when you lose a cooler, ace, queen, ace, king, and you're short, that's just a hand that plays itself. So think about that and try not to focus on those type of hands that just play themselves out. That is not where poker is won and lost, right? It's folding the ace queen on that spot when king 6 bets. It's those hands that make the difference, and I think that's easy to get distracted and lost when you're playing to focus on maybe your last hand in a tournament. So be mindful of that.
We have a pretty interesting hand going on here. So Alex bet to 1 BB and GREPoker after kind of loose-ish defend with the 6-4 off. Check raises on the flop. Goes check on the turn. Actually, I like check raising a 6 there. Folds out some 9s, 8s without a spade probably.
Yep.
Has some decent equity. Yeah. Think he would check here. He has showdown value to like ace 10, ace jack, right? You can see the recommendation. It's a check 100% of the time.
Yeah. Both players with some showdown. This might not get too exciting. And Alex, that's also going to say check. So we'll see a check. Alex is going to get a little richer. Almost 9 million now as GREPoker is at 1.4. No one really short. So we've lost a few players, but still 30 blinds is our short stack. So this could be a very interesting final table. Who's going to kind of assert themselves? 3.6 million for Alex and Sebastian, both very healthy. S7 open and Jans with 8s. Two players that have definitely played a lot of poker together. Right, so we're just going to get out of the way.
Yeah, so has 4 people behind, 2 chip leaders, all people cover him, so it's not a great hand with 4 people behind, big stacks versus under the gun, so and very good player under the gun. Let's see, Sebastian. He can go for a 3-bet. Just calls.
Wow, nice, nice flop, crushing the sevens. But again, you're out of position and a strong range from Simon, so can't really get much value here. And hopefully, see if he does get to show down a winner. 7 would obviously be insane. There's only one of those that remain. All right, ace-7 is still in the lead, and this is now saying to check for sure as played. Simon did bet small on the flop. Likely will go check here. I guess he could. Is there a chance? It says that he should check. I wonder if, pair card turn, but I guess he doesn't really have aces ever, and Simon does. It does say just to be checking. And now Simon has got a mixed strategy here, saying to either bet large or check. Pretty much that is the most likely scenarios. We do see a check, and now this is giving 2 options to check or bet the about half pot.
Yeah, the recommendation is probably to like make, I don't know, like probably he will try to fold out like 8s, 9s, 10s, jacks, queens, because Sebastian, I don't think he wants to 3-bet like queens versus under the gun for 50 BB. I think he will go like super polar with his 3-betting, like kings, aces, ace king suited maybe. And that's why he some of the time GTO Wizard recommends like betting large on the turn. Also, you can make like ace deuce suited, ace 3 suited, like indifferent in this spot.
Yeah.
So that's why. It goes check check. Decent.
Yeah, that's not gonna see any fireworks there, but it does pick it up. Good results for Sebastian.
You see open from Jans. Simon smashes the flop.
Wow. Yeah. Good news is Jans doesn't have much, so maybe speeds a little at it, takes a few shots, but don't think this could get too out of hand for him. Okay, so I'm gonna come out betting it.
Yeah, it's different. Unusual play by Simon. You don't see this very often. Jans makes the correct fold.
Let me ask you, without a 5, what hands do you think he's betting there like that though?
Oh, with that 6-7, 7-8 with backdoors. Decent hands to bet. Like you put pressure on a lot of middle pairs, and you fold out instantly. Like the type of hand that Jans has. Ace 10, ace jack, ace queen. You fold them like instantly. You make like middle pairs indifferent. Those are the type of hands I'm thinking now, but I don't I don't study this spot like a lot to have some leading on king 5-5. So, but I assume those are the type of hands you wanna like, hands with decent backdoor equity and who don't block folds. Now we see tens versus kings. Alex selects a flat here.
Yep. Could have definitely been a bigger pot, but I guess 10's pretty standard in that spot versus that position. He's gonna just flat, as we see now, to either bet small or check.
Yeah, he knows that Jans doesn't have a really wide opening range here, and he kind of doesn't want to like triple call like for 20 BB versus I don't know 16% opening range. Also, Jans doesn't open that many pairs, like fives is six, probably he goes, or sevens, probably he goes like ace plus. So there isn't much reason to like three bet and call, because Jans will not jam like pairs which he dominates, right? So he elects to check and to call pre-flop. Sorry. Now goes probably like mid.
And yeah, that's interesting too, I guess, with the fourth diamond. So these are the most interesting so far today
Yeah,
that I have
you wanna
seen.
know,
That
Jeff? Because Alex doesn't have a lot of flushes here. Alex doesn't have like Queen Jack of diamonds, 10 Jack of diamonds. He doesn't flat with that many people behind. That's the reason. And so he is kept to like maybe tens and nines with the diamond. That's why, and those are not a lot of combos. And that's why, and he has a lot of ace queens, ace jack suited who wanna call sometimes on the river. That's why Kings has very big equity in that spot, so he can bet. That's why he bet. He elected a small size, but in GTO world you can bet like mid.
Mhm.
Now,
Yeah,
Jans, let's see if he sees a three bet spot.
yeah. This would be one of those hands the week. One of the worst aces, the ace six off, and this is the spot where we see how wide Sebastian is. So great recognition, but it's scary because if Sebastian does wake up with a hand that he can four bet, one of those light like medium king queen offs or something, could run into it. But he does take the spot, does pick up the chips, and again, better option than calling there most times, right? To flat ace six off, and against a tough player out of position, you're just gonna have a hard time to win that hand. So really good execution, good pickup, good timing, and a important pot for Jans, who's at 1.5 million right now.
I still have two picks, and they are front runners like Simon and Alex. You got Sebastian, you got Pedro, you got Jans. So let's see.
Fair fight. It's fair fight. We're
Fair
playing
fight.
for
It's a
the
really
big.
fair fight.
It's serious right now. It's early. The audience has got a very exciting. Anyone in there who has done the perfect nine, please type P in the chat. We're gonna see if you can get it done. It would be amazing. Someone wins a 10K seat from that perfect nine picking. I got to do the math. It's what, 9 times 8 times 7 times 6. Is that right? Times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2, something like that. Some crazy math. It's gonna be a big number to win. It's not easy, but our friend Sheena, she took down the ladies event. She went second, first. That was 1,074,000,000 to 1, I believe. Like 1,074,000. Yeah, pretty insane. So hey, there's always a chance. She just signed with GTO Wizard, by the way. Congrats to her, and a amazing company what they're doing, and we are loving this addition. It was a little freaky at first. You can imagine, Adrian. You see this pop on the screen. It's like solver stuff, but I think it's just becoming part of the culture now. It's like you're either studying or you're not. It's a lot of really cool, easy things you can do. Where you used to have to plug in hands. PO Solver is very overwhelming. Now it's very much so like go in, and it's very user friendly. So again, shout out to them, and really have liked that addition to give us some inside look at how that feels during the match here. So we are seeing now a check again, and the king queen on the river still saying check here. And with the ace 10, assuming that Alex does check, he's going to check. And okay, so it says bet large. So this is kind of leveraging maybe that if the to get off a chop and you beat queen X, but I guess interesting that discount the flushes or three. I mean, very interesting. Okay, so he does that. That's on the over large size. And king queen actually is saying call here with that club. King queen with the club here.
Yeah, it's blind versus blind. The ranges are wider, so that's why probably it's a 100% call in theory. And what did you about what you said about the GTO? Even in Vegas, when I was at dinner breaks and we went, for example, we were at the Win and went to the dinner break at all, everyone was on the GTOs, talking hands. It's part of the culture now. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it makes people better, and game is growing more competitive. You know?
Exactly. It's true. And also, to be fair,
True.
a lot of people misuse it or don't really know. It doesn't, again, just because you certain spots and times of a tournament, and also stakes, what stakes you're using, you want to maybe exploit more or go more. But it's good to know. That's the big important thing. You want to know what the right answer is in a spot, and then you can deviate from there. So it is
Yeah,
important.
it's the baseline, it's the foundation of poker, having a solid theoretical base to start with. You know, like, and then you need to play like, I don't know, Simon, for example, then deviate a lot, find the folds,
Yeah.
because you know in certain spots people maybe will not bluff like in solver world, so you need to fold. Yeah, but it lays a very, very, very strong foundation. Very strong foundation to start with in poker.
Yeah. Well, ace deuce here. We saw some light
Bullshit.
openings, and Dubarson another pretty good spot. Ace deuce actually does beat some hands, of course, with the top pair. And with this, though, you
Let's see if Sebastian can find a fold here. It's very tough to find a fold after you check twice on the flop and on a turn to fold out. I think he's on the top of his checking range. Yeah, it's
yeah.
pretty standard. I mean, Dubaris
Also,
can bluff like
yeah,
fours,
there's
sixes.
bluffs, some clubs, some diamonds. There's some different hands. There's a wide variety of flatting hands from the small blind that just don't have anything. So, nice hand. Dubaris having himself a nice afternoon. He's actually the chip leader, essentially tied with Alex and Sebastian. And that'll do that hand. So all right, we are moving. We are actually got a 7-handed affair. Someone will be winner today. We will not play. We will not have deal making. That is not part of the GG Millions culture. It is all or nothing in the regards to the payout. So you see the next place, and then the jumps. It starts getting big. First is going to be a very healthy payout, 294,000, and of course the illustrious title, 15 total titles amongst the players. And in terms of who has the most, we have Sebastian's won twice, Alex has won once, Jans has won 4 times, Pedro still not with the title, GREPoker not with the title, Dubaris not with the title, Simon 4-time, Juan Dominguez is out, he has 4, and Chris Klodnicki is out, has not won. So you can see the remaining players. There's 7 players, some have won, some have not, and 3 players have 4 titles. So could put in a new echelon to get that 5th title. It's a rare air company for 5 titles on the GG Millions.
Oh, be pretty flat.
All right, A7 off, light open, bad flop. Starts with a check here. No heart in hand. We'll check. GT Wizard says content to check and does follow that suit as we now see A7 off, check again. Nothing too exciting. Alex has kind of been in a few spots where it's sort of just recommending check and not much he can do here. He's checking, sort of giving up in a way. Okay, it says check recommended, but bet about middle 50-ish% if you do bet. That's the recommended size. Let's see. Is there a size where he just calls or no? It's too strong. You river the set. You lose only to King Jack basically.
Yeah, I
Here,
know.
you have to raise if he bets mid size.
Like 99% of the time you're good here. Like maybe
Yeah.
Alex has some queens some of the time, but very rare. So
Yeah. All right. Well, timing being used down to 4 minutes, 40 seconds. There's questions on the chess clock, if you will. That is a lot of time.
I tend to keep my clock for bigger decisions. You know, like when I'm having final tables, I try to play as fast as possible with, but not give something like away with my timing. So I think you need to be very careful when you are on this time clock, because you will need it in, especially in this GG Millions final tables, when you are playing against very strong opposition. You need all the time in the world to think about the hands and not kind of waste it too much. Oceans with an open-ended here, probably with the bodies will range, but yeah.
Yeah, this is spicy. Going for it, ace nine, small though. I mean, not risking much here. Queen 10 has the open ended. Funny that ace nine actually. This is one of those situations, the king jack versus queen 10, where ace nine actually blocks very heavily that specific draw. So in the lead here as the 7 pairs, and saying that check or bet are available.
Yeah, he kind of wants to try to fold like bottom pocket pair, so put pressure maybe on a 7, 8 off if he has defense, but I don't think he defends. So small bet works fine. Checks on the turn. Let's see if he bluffs here. No. Nice pickup from Jans. Sebastian is opening pretty wide now. He has a hand, and also Pedro has a hand in this spot. He's kind of close to the short stack.
Yep.
Yeah, he folds.
Okay. Ace jack, gonna go for it. And so much poker timing. Ace jack off, 7-handed here, definitely opening. Doesn't have much of a contender. King 4 in the big line off suit, does fold. So we will go ahead and keep it moving. The blinds every 20 hands, you can see in the upper left that the blinds just went up 25K 50. And so we've had a few knockouts, but again, no one's super short right now.
Yeah,
A lot of play left.
probably Simon seemed different, but with the big blind. Yeah, decent. Now Pedro, I think he will 3-bet probably versus Simon, but can flat also. It's hijack versus low jack for 25, so I think he will 3-bet, especially with his image. I don't think Simon will respond to this, especially with the fives blocking like ace-5 suited.
Yep. Pedro got a premium here. Scary jacks. You know, you might be flipping for your life. You might be coolered. You also might just pick it up. And once in a while, you do get that light 4-bet to attack you. So just kind of one of those hands that you gotta play at this stack depth if you get adversity. And Simon making a little bit of a meal of this one. He's really considering this. Maybe a
Yeah,
bit of a
he's
testament
considering.
to the
Yeah, yeah.
respect
He
to
takes
Pedro.
his time all the time. Even when I play with him, hence always takes his time. Always. Most people will just like fold, but he's aware that Pedro is super capable of having bluffs like ace 10 off, ace jack off. Probably he can over bluff like king queen off. Probably he will not 3-bet like tens, right? He 3-bets for value like jacks plus, ace queen suited plus. So depends how much bluffs he thinks Pedro has in this spot. Yeah, gets it right.
Yeah, I want to ask everyone in the audience where they're watching from in the world. We have such an international audience, 1,400 on today. Really appreciate Adrian taking the time there over in Romania. Late. It's late. Going to be a late night. Are you a night owl?
I told you I have my people with me.
I love it. I love it. Do you go to bed late generally? Because when you're streaming in those hours, it's kind of geared towards US EST, that time,
Yeah.
Canadian.
Can
Mexican.
you imagine I have this time zone in Romania? I only stream in Romania. So in Romania, it's just the stream is only for Romania. And some of the time at 4 a.m. in the morning, I have like 400 people on. So it's insane, right?
I miss streaming so much. I mean, I really loved it. I did it for years, and it's such a fun thing to do. It's so cool to kind of be able to play online and have people there to support, be with you, talk you through it. It can get, it's long hours, a lot of tough days of losing days when you play tournaments and stuff. And it's nice to have a community to chat with, talk with, and that's awesome, man. That's exciting. I wish I could stream from right here. I would still probably be doing it even at 38 with kids. I love it. I would still do it if I could just do it from my home and sit here and do it comfortable. And I do miss playing.
Yeah,
hopefully
I enjoy it
a
lot, Jeff. And I think I play better on stream. And you want to know why? It's a thing from my childhood. For example, my mom she grew up in kind of dark times, communist Romania, and we had special care for what people say, behave very well in society, watch out at school, behave. So when I'm playing streaming, I don't want to embarrass myself, like play bad, make people laugh. I know it shouldn't be a thing, like it shouldn't be like this, but this is the way I am, and it works perfectly with my poker career. So I don't want to embarrass myself when I'm playing, so I play much better on stream than off stream. This is my opinion.
how do you find streaming 15 tables though? Because I was going to say earlier when I asked that question, the one thing I really do have I would say, don't want to say regret, but wish I did differently was not stream so many tables, because I found myself not playing very well often when I'm just not, it was hard for me to do that. And then also I would, deuces, aggressive move there. I'm going to take it in. Hello, little stuff there. That's a nice stuff. But yeah, I just felt like I had a hard time to follow the chat, because how do you do that? How do you engage with your chat when you're playing 15 or during the 15 table time? Are you kind of zoned out from the chat and just
I'm going a little bit down from the chat? I always tell them, hey guys, listen, I have 15 tables, I have a lot of action, I will not respond to the chat that much, but I try to explain. I try to explain the best I can and keep a high volume, because also I live out of poker, it's my thing, so I need to provide for my family. But I got used. I have a Dota background, so I'm very good at multitasking.
Yeah.
I can play very fast. Also, I have a lot of experience. I have over, I don't know, maybe 150K tournaments online. So I have a lot. I have a lot of experience. So that's why I enjoy it. I love it. And now I regret I didn't start streaming like a couple of years ago. So
it's crazy. It's crazy about the right place, right time, like the Malcolm Gladwell tipping point type stuff, like Bill Gates, and for example, was in the right area where the computers were and had access to it. It's like similar with online poker. Same for me. I'm 38 now. I was playing a lot, but for a decade, I was playing from like 04 or 03 on 02, right? Or even so until like 2015 when I found streaming. I wish like if there was streaming, if I had found it 10 years ago, imagine like I just kind of, so it's like the right place, right time thing is true for anything. And as you know, it's harder to play and stream and play poker when you have a 3-year-old. It's not easy because it takes a lot of time.
Yeah, it's not easy, but thanks to my wife, I have a lot of support.
Yeah.
From my family.
And then you can make your own schedule too. You can kind of, tailor it around. I think for your time zone, you just know that you're going to be up pretty late usually. And then you know that you have a time before you have to kind of just gauge it out where it makes sense with family and do all that. But listen, it's all good. Poker's a beautiful game. We're here. We're watching a Jack 9 King 4 high on the river, misses everything. Has an interesting bluff candidate with the king here, and this is saying you got to go for it. And he just snap checks though, like just maybe just made up his mind that he was beat there and they wasn't going to get a fold. Pedro maybe intimidating to bluff, and also his stack still exactly. $1 million. He's got 20 big, so he just decided to move on there. Didn't go for it. I'm a little surprised he snap checked, having known he's not going to probably win the pot, and he has a key blocker to the nuts there. So
And
I
also
would
that
expect
he bluffed the 4-5 versus Simon. Now he snap check. Probably you said it right. He's intimidated. Brazilians have a reputation for not being overfolders on the river, so it's kind of hard actually, to bluff a Brazilian. It's pretty. You need special bets. I don't know. It's very hard. They are fighters, man. They are very like in football. They are very like passionate people. They don't want to be bluffed on streams. They kind of, it's very hard to play with them. They are very uncomfortable. So, I had the final table. Imagine I had the final table at live at the win on a daily one, and I had 3 Brazilians on the final table. It was like crazy. Yeah, they didn't back down. It was pretty fortunate to win it. So yeah, it's fun to play with them. It's very fun. I know a lot of Brazilians. Like I know them from the online. I know Pedro. I know Fabiano Kowalski. I know Gabriel Moura. I know Marcelo Aziz. I know Carlos. And I know a lot of them. They are pretty good, and they have big like coaching communities. They study together. They improve. Wow, nice. We see a nice hand on the turn by Sebastian. Going for it with the bottom of the range, blocks Queen Jack, doesn't block folds like 6-7. Maybe he makes the king indifferent. Let's see what Jans does. Pretty gross spot
sick.
for Jans.
Pretty sick. The ace-8, no spade in his hand. He doesn't have a jack or a queen. I think ace-jack would be a hand, right? You can't really fold it's ace-queen, but yeah, he wanted to call. He's just saying basically, hey, that's a great play. You put me in a really uncomfortable spot, and I don't believe you, but my bankroll, my ICM, I just gotta believe and make a good. Normally, what is a tough decision makes a good decision there. He would have the best hand. Would have probably had to hold on to the river as well, and that is not an easy ask. So we will continue 7-handed, and a nice follow through from Sebastian, showing us why he's so tough. Just not afraid to put the big bets in the spots and make people
and
have.
For Jans, it's a very tough spot because he basically only bluff catch. He doesn't improve. That's why he folds. He folds there, maybe because Sebastian will not stop on the river and he will face a very tough river decision. He will probably call more like King Jack and King Queen, which can improve a little bit than having like ace-8, because Sebastian, I don't think he bets that size with less than probably a set or 2 pairs. And 2 pairs, like maybe I'm thinking like King 10, which unblock an ace. Because if you have like top pair with we have 2 pairs which include the top pair, then it will be very hard for your opponent to find like calls on the turn. So that's a really nice bet from Sebastian, and also I think in game I think it's a good fold by Jans. Not the correct in this situation, but overall it's a good fold. Now probably we'll see a 3-bet by Alex. And yeah, it will be interesting if Jans goes for it. Let's see. He can call. Let's see. The Dolph Lundgren and the Zeus of Greece. let's see.
Something's got to give here. 8s though. I mean, this is maybe too convenient of a time. Alex too capable. His stack. It's tough to put on the line here, but it's just too much in. Too good of a spot. You're gonna flip sometimes there, but you're also just gonna get the folds.
Yeah, and he has probably said to him the F word. I don't know where they are at the moment. I need to ask them. Probably they are playing the series online, or if they are on Triton, probably after this final table they will go for some. They like a lot playing Ultimate at the casino. It's a fun game. Do you play, Jeff?
For not too much so there's a Hard Rock nearby, which I funny enough I don't get to enough at all. I don't really go. Actually, I missed some series, but I love going when I'm in Vegas. I go to Vegas, I play the WSOP, I play the Bahamas. I'm down there and I have a good time there, but I don't really get much to casino. What's the nearest casino to you?
But we in Romania we have only small casinos. We don't have like big casinos. I don't live in Bucharest, for example. I live in a 400K town, so there are
Oh, wow.
only like small businesses that provide like gambling, but no like the ultimate and stuff like that. Mostly like slots and roulettes, and I enjoy playing these casino games only in Vegas. It's a fun experience. Maybe in the Bahamas. Also, when I go to Cyprus, I play a little bit on the casino. It's fun with friends. I don't go by myself, but with friends, it's fun. Yeah, we see a call from Sebastian on the turn, please. Pretty standard. Let's see if Jans finds a bluff here. I don't know. Value bet. Sorry. Pretty dicey.
Nice pot. Nice
Yeah,
pot.
good pot for
2.3
Jans.
million.
Very,
Yeah.
very important pot.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
get
if I can see
tight.
well, I think Jans has a photo with Sebastian on the avatar, but I'm not pretty sure. But I think it's him. I don't know, maybe he wants to like needle him. We used to do this, like put photos of friends. Oh, nice. We have a jam for 14 bigs by GREPoker versus Kado.
All right. Well, again, who do you think is going to win at home? You can guess the perfect nine next week. Put that on your calendar. Hopefully, they'll run that again. I think they're going to start doing that every week. Give a 10,300 GG millions ticket if you get the nine in a row. Someone might want to do the math, and it may sound less fun because then it's going to, you see how hard it is, but why not take a shot? It's kind of fun. See how you can get. It's like picking a horse race, right? Picking the perfect horses in a row. It's not easy to do.
Yeah, I will start doing this as well. I had. Do you remember Jeff on the GG Lounge in Paris about the chips stacking?
About
Uh,
which one?
the chip stacking. When you went to stack the chips, it was
Yes.
a competition between players who won a package through GGPoker to the WSOP. One of my friends
Yes.
won because he practiced at home. He was crazy. He won the
Wow.
package to
How
Bahamas. Yeah.
close? How close was second? Did he win by a lot, or was it pretty tight
I
still?
don't know, but I know for sure he won. He did it like I did it. My record was on 23 seconds, and he did it in like probably like 10. I don't know, something around that. We see a 3-bet by Pedro, and I think we will see probably a jam from Alex here. Be a pretty good pickup. I think it's a very good hand to jam here, like King Queen suited. He will fold like Ace Jack off, maybe Ace Queen off. Yeah. The
Wow.
the
Great,
God
great.
God doesn't disappoint us, Jeff. God doesn't disappoint us. So we'll see a fold by
He
Pedro.
is
Nice
tough,
pickup.
man. Tough player. Goes for it, not afraid, puts it on the line, understands the risk reward, picks it up. He's going to be okay a lot of the time when he gets called. He understands Pedro in that particular spot to go for it on the cutoff button. Also, it's just wider ranges, and King Queen suited, too convenient, too opportunistic. Picks it up. 3.2 million. Very strong play there. Good play. You got to make it still. Execute. He executes it. Picks it up uncontested. Huge pickup.
Yeah, he folded like Ace Jack off. It was very good hand, right? Maybe Pedro will 3-bet like Ace Queen off versus Simon, stack it off, and he will fold versus a 4-bet jam by Alex. I think he needs to fold probably. So that's an excellent finding. Doesn't disappoint me. I still root for him. I really want him. I will call him after this final table, and if he, I really hope he wins. He's such a nice guy. Oh, hmm. I think Simon will pick up on this with the 300K 3-bet, and Jans will go for the 4-bet. probably, right? Let's see. Yeah. Nice time to wake up with aces, huh? Not that great, but still, you pick up a good
It's
spot.
nice. No, I think it is nice. You guess there's not a bad time, but this is a very nice time because first of all, you're picking up like 600K, like
That's like 10
without
DBs, yeah.
without any risk, which is gonna how it will turn out.
The Flying Dutchman.
A little click. I mean, this is tilting to Simon just because it's so inviting. It's so like it's almost saying
yeah.
whatever you got, how can you fold? But at the end of the day, he just has the aces and Jans, gets a great time. And again, big pickup from his stack. He goes up to 2.6 from what he had
That's
like
your
two.
pick, huh? Wouldn't be a nice heads up between Alex and Jans.
That would be exciting. That'd be your buddies, and then you'd have a little extra dinner sweat on it. And it is it is absolutely insane the strength of this final table. Like honestly, the players I don't even know. I'm just they're impressive in themselves, and nothing really to give. Something's got to give. How much? What do you think? Like Jans and Simon and Pedro and Sebastian, like what do you actually believe? What do you think one of them thinks their like skill advantage is, if any? Like, because at poker, everyone's got ego. There is a lot of mutual respect, but do you think that they all believe they're the best, or do you think they like say, okay, like they give the nod to the other, or is it at that level you have to just think you're the best?
Alex said at one point that he thinks that Jans is the best online player in the world. So, but I think the Pedro thinks he's the best at the table because Brazil, like they have they are a country with a mentality that comes from the football, that they are the best in the world, and I think he really thinks that he is the best player because I think he thinks of himself that he is the most capable guy, of like doesn't have any fear, any consideration at some point for ICM. He can throw ICM in the bin at any point of the game. If he feels it, he goes for it. That's
Yeah.
that's what I think about that's what I think about Pedro. I think he thinks he's the best at the player because he's Brazilian, They are passionate people. They are the best footballing country in the world. Now, why wouldn't they be at poker, right? You played football, if I remember correctly. You
Yeah.
did. You
Yes, I
played
do.
football, huh?
Great game. Love it. I played through college. I love the sport. I am now probably my second favorite sport. Recently, paddle or padel, depending where you are in the world. Don't want to offend anyone, but that is my favorite sport, and I love soccer. I love to play. Soccer's so fun to watch, and it's a great game. It is. But do you play it all? Do you play paddle? Padel?
Yeah, I played a lot. A big part of my life, I play soccer, but I had a bad
Obsessive.
injury.
It's obsessive.
I had a
And
bad
stock
injury.
it is less. There's less injury in paddle too, which is nice. And as you get a little older, it's important. That's that type of stuff matters too. You just you want to go around, kick it around, but you don't want to tear an ACL or get hurt, and then you're out of action. So that's a big thing. I think that's one nice extra thing about racket sports. All right, well, we are seeing sixes to queen jack as a little bit of everything here. We have a pair versus no pair draw, but one club, no club, and a fairish fight. Queen jack is not super appetizing, still decides it's too much hand to let go. As a hand such as sixes or sevens, you do have overs to certain hands as well, and obviously open-ended, but it's not fun when you can't hit the nuts. So he's drawing to a hand where he can't have the nuts no matter what. And if a club, eight or king comes, it's even more scary. So let's see what Dubaris does. And maybe does Alex have some bluff intentions on runouts? Well, that is not going to be a good card to bluff, but six is going to make a set. All right, so saying small bet, Alex taking some
Yeah,
time here.
let's see. He will bluff for sure. But I'm curious about the sizing. Yeah. We have a guy in the chat who says Brazilians are proud and they will fight until the end. You're right, bro. You're right. That's why I'm saying about Pedro.
And this is saying you got too much hand. You have a set. Got to raise. Does raise. Healthy. And
Yeah.
pretty easy decision here. This is not much to think about. Not the time to come over the top. He will relinquish. As we see sevens. Another good hand here. Dubaris can open. Good stack. 3.8 million is enough for a chip lead, actually. Everything's sort of tight right now. And 6-9 suited Pedro. Awkward stack. 22 bigs. Suited 6-9. He does have one of the shortest. He is going to peel. And both players will not love the flop. Sevens in the lead.
It'll be a bet and a pickup, right? Wow. He checked.
Nines. 9 high. Like a boss.
9 high.
You know it.
9 high like a boss. To quote someone who's very famous now. After WSOP. Pedro probably will fold, yeah.
Sorry about my microphone. Let me know if you guys can hear better. I think I was just not in the right spot talking there, but we are still seven-handed as we see Boris pick it up. So he does end up having to turn his hand to a bluff as the board ran out. And we are going to see the jacket. Sebastian, note to self, opens wide with chips. He is really opening wide.
Any regard for the players behind him. Goes for it all the time.
I will provide a link. I have an article on Substack, guys and girls. It is a very much geared towards a GG Million. So today, for example, I highlighted Adrian, showed who the guest is. We went over the final table. It shows the prize pool and kind of gives a look at the current events in poker and what's happening. So that is in the chat on there. You guys can give me a follow. I'd appreciate that. It is free. And we are still seven-handed. I mean, this has the makeup for a long day, Adrian, just based on, because no one's really run away. It's sort of consolidated and everyone here's so tough and very much, I don't want to say, you know, we've heard that joke, ICMs for poor people, not saying that people here are worried about whatever, but they're playing well. People know how to play. They're not disregarding ICM, it seems. We've seen several examples of that. So this definitely could make into a, you know, big battle today. No, chips are not just liberally getting flicked in. You do see good 3-bets, and you also see a lot of good folds and good decisions being made. And I think we got ourselves a dogfight here. As a big bet, Jan's going to take a bluff and big ask. The man Sebastian says, "Hey, I play so many hands. I make top pair. I'm not folding." And a good hand to call there with the Jack 8 as the board runs out.
Pretty standard from both of them. Yeah. You said it will be a long. You say that it will be a long day. I'm used to it. Me and my team did a challenge, like stream for 72 hours. So we were 3 guys streaming. I streamed 24 hours straight on a Sunday. Started at 10 a.m. Finished at 10 a.m. in Monday.
Oh, that's you got to have one if you're streaming. You got to have one of those legendary all-day streams, because typically a long day, if you start early and make a big final table on a Sunday, even it could be like 13, 12, 14 hours maybe, but to get in that 20-plus hour, I only had one of those. It was one of my legendary moments in my career where I streamed 25 hours and had a 6-figure score online, chopped it 3-way, and that was one I'll never forget. And that is rare. I don't think I ever played more than like 17 hours before that. So like to do that on stream, have that memory is amazing. How did you end up? What was the final score?
Yeah, I broke even. I had 2 final tests and a couple small hyper turbos, and I got first at both of them, but I break up. I break even, so it's kind of nice. Yeah. I played 125 tournaments that day from considering re-entries. Yeah, 125.
That's sick.
Yeah. So I played in Vegas like probably like 80, 90 bullets per trip. And I played 125 on one day online. So
Yeah, sorry about the noise. There's someone who said there's an issue with the noise. I'm trying to mess around with it in the microphone. I don't know if you do hear that, Adrian. Maybe it's not the. I think it's
No,
like
no, I hear it perfectly fine.
okay, normal
Yeah,
sound. Some people say
my
they hear it
camera
some
keeps
too.
flicking. Yeah, because of my leg, I have like a little bit on my desk, but it's fine now.
Okay. All right, we'll keep it on. Not sure if it keeps continuing, maybe I'll pop off and try to get back on. But as we do continue here, we see Sebastian. He seems I like this. I like his game. The only thing is his clock. He may run out of that clock. You can see a big difference than most of the other
Yeah.
players. Several with about 10 minutes. He is down to under 3 at this juncture with 7 left. And the blinds players playing quick. The hands are going. The blinds are going up.
That's signaling something on Sebastian. He's in the zone. He's
Yep.
connected, you know. He's
Mm-hmm.
super focused at the moment. Now we have an interesting decision by Pedro. I don't think he can fold. Like maybe, yeah. But his Sebastian's range is pretty wide. I think he will go for a 3-bet call. This is what I'm like assuming.
Yeah, I think he's weighing out just about 19 blinds. All right, Queen 9 suited, Ace 3, Jackson. A lot of suited playable hands. The Boris going to flat there with the middle.
Yeah, I'm very surprised Pedro folded here. I'm very surprised.
Yeah, that's a crazy fold. I think actually he might be the one I've seen some pretty insane folds. It is under the gun, but it's against the guy raising the most. I think I'd prefer even just a shove, right? Then maybe a shove flat or fold seems like a wild option. But again, there is some stuff with ICM also. I think he thinks I don't know what it's a good spot though. The guy who you want to be opening opens and you get a premium hand. There is still was 4 players behind, but I mean you can't be too. We'll see. Let's see how it turns out for Pedro. I think a little bit too tight, but again, he is a world class player and also has aggression.
Probably because of the amount of people who are behind. You don't want to have like tens there. You want to have like probably an ace queen, which you want to like probably jam, maybe some king queen suited. Tens when tens get cold, you are pretty in a pretty rough spot. So probably that's why. But I still think I would versus Sebastian, who is opening a lot. I would probably go for a 3-bet call versus him. So I don't know. Maybe I'll run the spot. It's pretty interesting. I'll run the spot.
Yeah,
I do a lot of study also on GGMillion's Final Table on ICM spots. Pretty interesting. It's good that we have this show every week. If Simon is here again, a check raise, I will be pretty like, yeah, this guy's insane. I don't have any more words for him. Like, he always kind of finds the right play.
Yep, just makes good decisions. That is
All the
consistency.
time.
Yep. That is a nice style to have. Everyone has a style. Sebastian, is he going to go to Jack 6 off? We saw him Queen 6 off, Jack 6 off. I don't know if you're going to fold one. This is one of them in that bottom percent. Okay, he does sit it off. Little different situation in the tournament as well. 7 left, and Pedro with that awkward stack. I think he's been so aggressive too, right? It's just like it's one thing to open the Queen 6 early in the final table. It's another when people have seen that's your strategy today. They're watching on delay, and then you just, yeah. But then again, he does open and gets the fold with the tens, as this time Jack 10 ace 8, very close spot, a lot of chips at risk. 10 and an 8 pair, 10 3-1 favorite. Now
That's your pick, right?
river needs a help on the river. It is a, what is that, a queen? That is going to be the straight for Simon. He already was ahead after the flop, and man, big spots, big moments. Pedro, got to start thinking about that tens hand then. I think could have been a little different. Hello, this may have still played out the same, right? Because it probably just would have gone jam, fold, pick up, and be similar. But yeah, I think we'll look at that one. That's one to take away. One that we can take and look at here is a few real hands. Ace 9 suited, going to go for the flat, and ace queen in the big blind. Pretty good squeeze hand when you have the chip leader open and Simon flatting, but he does have options here.
Probably he'll go for a squeeze, like. I assume like 550. Smaller. Nice pickup from Alex.
All right, ace 10 suited, good flop for that. Ace 3 suited backdoor clubs.
Backdoor for Sebastian.
Yeah, double backdoors, such a big part. You hear that in whole PLO a lot, but it is also very much so part of the hold'em. And ace 10 suited, not going anywhere as of yet. There is some interesting runouts here. Club on the turn would be super interesting. A 4. It's spade. That's one that is going to put the check mark on the dream scenario. 700 in the middle. Alex there, but will Sebastian with that doesn't turn any additional equity. No straight draw or flush draw. Now that's the interesting part. Does Sebastian, does he show the chill? Does he just shut it down, or does he go for a also overbet? This is actually telling him overbet, and this is actually one of the worst cards for him. He does improve, and saying to actually slip this over sometimes.
Yeah, I think Alex will find the half pot here because he blocks some aces, so he doesn't. Oh, he goes for the check. Yeah, Sebastian will check like most of the time. Yeah. Probably would. Yeah, he thinks he blocks some calls, so Alex to check.
Queen 8 suited on the button, and GRE actually get a nice position to just rip it as inconvenient there because Alex has a pretty hand on the button, but this is not the one. He does not want to see a shove. Do it. All right, we're 6-handed. Giveaways start at 4. Reminder, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you enjoy the show. Maybe not worth it to do if you don't for a $50 ticket. But hey, if you're here watching, you probably enjoy the show. 1,500 on. We only have 300 thumbs up. We can improve that ratio. I know you got your community here. A lot of them watching. Hello to Romania. Can't say I've been there. I've heard beautiful things. Jungle Man's told me he's been there a lot. He's told me great things. I know Daniel is originally from there, his background, and I know it's kind of becoming a poker hotbed. So big shout out to Romania.
I'm trying to get Daniel to come to Romania, but he said maybe next year. This year he doesn't want to travel too much, so it'll be fun. He knows he speaks Romanian actually.
Ace King, Ace 10. Hold that thought. Needs help. That looks sweaty. There is a potential good turn. That's the one. Puts him on the dance floor. So he needs a jack, a 6, or a 10. Won't be that. We are down to 5. Getting moving here. And Sebastian, that's what the great players do. You open jack 9 off, queen 6 off. You open. Pick up pot, and then you just when the money really goes in, then you have the goods. And there it is, dominating, holding, and moving. As all right, force jacks in the lead, king 10 deuce. Pot's getting big, blinds are up, and they just went up again. 20 more hands, then we'll see the lines go up once again. 4.9 million, and bet mid has been selected, and this is just going to go into check call formation currently. King 10 deuce. See what else happens. Not much else to do here. Can't fold, can't really raise, so call. That was it. Now same thing, check. Decent card. You do pick up open end if you're losing a king. You are still losing, but you have outs. If you were ahead, this is a little bit scary, right? Queen X does change, but how many Queen X's does he have flatting there? Not a ton. Check back, and that is a welcome sight for Boris, says he, Dolber, if you will. He is gonna check.
Probably go check, right?
That's what's recommended. We'll see.
I don't think Sebastian will find the bluff. We'll find the bluff here. Pretty hard to bluff. He has maybe some showdown to ace deuce suited, but pretty hard to bluff in this spot. Let's see. Okay. Sebastian not hitting the brakes. Yeah, he's low on time. 2:27.
Yep. Oh man. What a lineup today. What a treat. Seeing some great poker as we can expect on this each week, but today a little bit more special than normal with the amount of results and accolades these players have.
This is maybe a 50k, 100k lineup final table here on the live scene.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. Super sick lineup. You can see like Sebastian is opening 10-9 off with Simon, Jans, and Alex on the big blind. So it's pretty tough, like.
No, it's crazy. Crazy
Yeah.
lineup.
Maybe a block.
There you go. King 9. Gonna pay it off as 10-8 will take it down. Very nice hand. Ace 10 off now. Starting it. Sebastian just feels like he's got a little momentum. Obviously, chip leading. He's got a great seat. Other than Simon to his direct left, but he's in the mix. A lot of notes, a lot of fun hands today. I'm sure you have got your hands to plug in. The one that stands out, that tens, super interesting. A lot of people doing their studying, keeping up. They got their groups, their friend groups, Discord, wherever, checking in, talking, strategizing. That's what's beautiful about poker. It's not necessarily one right play. There's like a reason, maybe, what the computer would do or what the GTO wizard would do, but maybe you have your own exploits and your own reasoning in the moment. As we see ace 10 going for it here. Just look at this, just pouncing, feels some weakness, double flush board, puts a lot of pressure here on so many hands and can fall through on the river there, bluffing, right, with variety of hands.
Just high level stuff from Sebastian for sure. High level, super high level. Sees the weakness, pounds it. Probably we'll see an ISO from Sebastian, the way he played. Yeah, check. Usually in this spot you want the trashy hands. From the bottom of your range you want an ISO with frequency, of course.
Okay, 1,500 on right now. This is high. It's starting to get getting interesting. There's pressure being
Yeah.
applied. This is that stage. Ace 8 gonna hang in, and I'll tell you what, calling there, gotta be ready to stick in. If you're gonna be calling here Ace 8 high, you realize you will be having to call some bluffs if you think you're ahead, and this player is not gonna slow down so much of the time. Let's see.
I think Sebastian will probably check on the turn. I don't think he follows up.
Wow. This is what
Oh.
they do. They because you know what? You're dialed in, the Boris is dialed in, and he's just like, you know what? I'm going for it. It like how could I go for it? I'm supposed to just give up and check if I don't have something here, but no. In game flow
I
on your
assume he
head,
will fire
600.
on like 5, on like 3, or maybe a spade. No, he fires on a 10, pots it. Yeah,
That's just
just
street
high
poker.
level.
High
Yeah,
level.
street
GTO
poker,
Wizard wasn't even
exactly.
on board. GTO Wizard didn't want to come into that hand. They just said this guy, let him cook a little. Almost 6 million, 5.6. He is in a very nice position. Chip leader on the second stack. Alex with the real hand, no customers. Sevens gonna flat. Queen 7 suited opening. Jan's Jack 10. These are tricky. What do you like? How wide are you flatting, coming in third, closing? Two tough players, big part of the tournament. Different maybe than early stages. So there, what is the hand? He folds Jack 10 off. What are you calling with? What's the
I
minimum
think
requirement?
calling off like king 10 off and maybe queen jack off, bottom of my range, and probably like ace 10 off. Any ace 6 suited, no jack 3 suited, no jack 4 suited. The low suited connected ones are good calls in this spot. Queen 3, queen deuce, queen 5 type of hands not that great because Sebastian also flats here like king queen off. There are a lot of better queens in their range, so it's a kind of standard fold from Jans in this spot. Well,
Queen 5. Sebastian, how low will he go? Is he gonna open? No. Simon on the button there. Gonna give him the nod. Queen 10 off. Worthy of a raise. First in, just picks it up. Easy peasy. King Jack suited. That's a nice hand, and it's always nice when no one really has anything behind. So probably just gonna win this. Yeah, 4-6 off the bar. Don't think that he is gonna be. I guess he's pretty deep. What's that? 40, 50, 60, almost 60 blinds, but no, 4-6 off, not enough. Get out of the way. Sebastian's tough, man. It's tough too, and you know someone's just tough. You kind of when it's close, you just sit out. A 6-4 off, not that close, but still, it was closing the action. They're deep. Thought about it, did get away here. A6. So Jan's gonna have a problem. Alex certainly playing.
Jans has like almost 30. I think Alex has a pure flat here.
Right.
Probably.
Well, 30 blinds would be 2.1. He's got what? He's got 1.7. Yeah. So
20, probably like 28, right? So yeah. Sebastian folds. Good flop for Alex.
Ace Jack suited, Ace 6 suited, Ace Jack suited flopping well. Definitely going for some value or semi-bluffing. He does have a very strong hand, ahead of a lot of hands. Also drawing to the nut flush. Yes, the board's paired, but 3x really not in there. It's got, it blocks Ace 3 suited. And yeah, fours. But yeah, you feel good. Ace Jack suited, very good flop for the situation.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere for the moment. Yeah, he doesn't like folding to Alex.
Okay, 8-7, Jack 7, 5, 3, 6, 6. And we are seeing Jack 7 suited going to open.
Let's see, Simon. Flops a set, huh?
Wow, nice
Decent
style.
flop.
It's a good style to have. Flops it out of the small. Out of the small, gonna go slip it over. Does he have a double slip? No, it's a pretty wet board here now. You got a lot happening. The hearts, you don't have a heart. 392 in the middle. What does he want to do? Does he slip it twice?
Probably a bit large here. I don't think
But when yeah.
Yeah.
Also, when he does check back the Jack 7, you do think maybe he's got a little bit of value, right? That doesn't want to get blown off. So he just kind of had a give up. He does have a few give ups. That was one of them. Well, yeah, he goes for it and we'll win that. Nice hand. Such a nice feeling playing for 300, almost 300,000, flopping a set on post flop. It's hard to do in Hold'em. 5 suited. Ace deuce. He's had some good luck with his weak aces. He also chopped that one to GREPoker. If you don't remember the ace 7 off raise.
Yeah. The boards kind of cooperated with him. The flops. So let's see, Alex.
Ooh, 7's ace 8. A little bit deeper. And ace 8 gonna put this in. This one's interesting because 7's such a strong hand, but now you all of a sudden get in this conversation, wide ranges, blind on blind, you're out of position. Your hand, do you want to just come and attack right now, or do you just call? And call is what makes sense.
Probably. I don't think I get called by worse if I don't know, go all in. So be interesting. Let's see if Dubaris fires here. No.
Check. Scary board 7s, but you do know that there are those weak holdings that isolate, that pop it up in the big blind. So you do beat some random hands. And ace 8's sort of a strong, like a middling hand, and he has got the best of it currently.
Someone says in the chat that Simon is now playing also the heads up at the Milli Maker for the bracelet for 1 million.
No way.
So
Really?
yeah. So that's pretty sick, and he's like 4-1 chip lead. That's a decent day probably for Simon. Maybe if he wins this, yeah, it would be.
What's first in that one? I didn't see that.
Like a million.
From 1,500. Nice.
Yeah, from 1,500. Yeah, only on GGPoker, right?
That's amazing. I shot to GG 500,000 users, then only to be topped by 600,000 online at the same time. That's insane. I knew there was huge numbers. That is like mind blowing that many people are playing poker online right now. It's got to be right. I'm excited about this main event. Special guest the 23rd. Have got that confirmed. Haven't announced yet. And then 30th, Daniel Negreanu will join for the GGMillion special edition. But yeah, pretty Pretty amazing to have this many people online playing. 600,000 one time. That 6 is going to win. $1,525 watching. Good luck to anyone who wants to try to get the perfect 9, and 300 plus have hit the thumbs up. That means you're ready and activated for the giveaway. We'll get that 3-handed going, and the tweet. I'll do that. Let me put that one. Did you get the tweet out, Adrian? I know you're more active on IG. Tagged you on there, but
I'm more active on IG. I have a Twitter, but I'm more active on IG.
I saw, yeah. The link one more time. $50 cash. All right, guys. Guess who wins plus retweet. You don't have to get it right. You just have to guess. Who's your pick right now? I know mine. Who do you think wins? You got to make a pick this second. Who do you think gets it done?
Now, in this moment, I think Sebastian is a clear favorite. I don't know. He plays well. The boards are with him.
Yeah. Tough combo.
Yeah, it's a good combo, but he played really. That was some impressive stuff from him.
Well, he's definitely puts on the line. He's going for it. And Simon, if he can get a little bit moving to 3-4 mil, gets a double or gets in, I think Simon, obviously, you always have to give him a strong possibility, but it's really wide open right now. Still playing.
Now, let's see. This is pretty interesting. We'll see Jans versus Alex, probably. Let's see if the war is things different. Jans flats.
Yep, saying Alex. Check always. King 10 is saying to always bet small. What a flop. King 10 off the taxi shot to Houston, Texas over there as we see the spade. Really nice to have the backup plus top pair. And Jan's uncomfortable here. This is not fun. You're saying you got a call, but a lot of pass aren't great. This is like one of the worst case scenarios. You literally have one out. Now you have no outs.
Yeah, probably Alex would check. And maybe Jans will want to turn this into a bluff. It will be, I don't know. No, actually, I think he would check, and Alex will bet the river. Wow, he turns it into a bluff.
And that certainly won't work. I mean, King does have the second up flush board pairs, but would he bet that? I guess there are some induced sizings, but no, probably not. Going to go for a big raise here. That's what GT Wizard says, at least. King 10. Thinking about it.
He like calls for sure, but he's now considering if he wants to raise or not. Like call is 100%, but then maybe he will find a raise. Personally, versus Jans, maybe yeah, why not? I don't think Jans uses this size with a full house. Yeah, Alex finds the raise and probably gets another F word from Jans.
Yeah, think he's getting a little irritated. Sends him under 1 million. 2 minutes on the clock for Sebastian. Queen 6 suited. We saw him open Queen 6 off on the button here. He's in the cutoff, opening, chip leading. And he is going to, again, just have some pretty good timing here. Pick it up. Yeah, he's blocking the full house, which is nice. And he's got the second nut flush. So he does go for the value in that hand. I think that was a big reason of that. Good point there. An audience, Denzel VDK. We do follow there. Check in the chat. Not going to shout every question or comment out, but do see a lot of familiar faces. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Do have another amazing show, and next week we will. And then, I mean, we're getting close. 9:16, and then 9:23 is the main event, WSOP main event final table. And then we have on the 30th the 10K GGMillion special edition. That's going to be insane. 2 back-to-back mega weeks. Negreanu will be the guest on the 30th to 23rd. I reached out, asked a few friends, and got a great show for you there too. And are you playing the main? Are you in the 5K main event? Have you bagged? Are you still playing? What's
I didn't play yet, but I think I will play. Usually I play the last bullets. I will see because I booked something. I'll go to visit. I don't know exactly, but I know my wife wants me to go see our my parents-in-law in England, go for some soccer games. I saw with my
Who do you
father-in-law
support?
goes to
Who's your
games in
team
the
over there?
Premier League. He follows Manchester City. Romanian
Nice.
following Manchester City. So yeah.
That's funny. I just played paddle with Sergio Aguero the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, maybe a little. It was like, not that, maybe a week ago or so.
That was not nice from him in Vegas. So you know, in Vegas they organize a tournament, the soccer tournament, indoor.
Yeah, yeah, I played. Yeah,
Country
to have
versus
him
country.
as
So and Aguero play for Argentina. Come on, you know.
pretty crazy. Yeah, he was in there doing his thing.
Imagine Aguero playing against poker players. It was pretty sick, right?
They lost in the final this year. I think they lost actually, I believe.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's
maybe
sick.
Spain might have won.
One of the best strikers ever. Plays, yeah, pretty sick. Pretty sick.
Crazy. That goal, that to win the champion, to win the premiership in the last minute and the last goal, like that's just
yeah.
That's like one.
Yeah, I know the goal. Yeah.
So sick. King 6 opening, and Simon, does he just go? How many blinds is this? Is this one? We saw with the deuces the aggression on a similar blind stack. Does he just pile this in? This is Amir Vahidi. When in order to live, you must be willing to die, or does he just call? Say, let's see a flop. I think he's gonna surf against the chip leader.
Yeah, I think he will flat probably. Oh, he goes for it. Wow. Yeah, no fear from Simon.
Yeah, it's just awkward to like to call there. I think it's a little too cute and tricky to play post, but okay. 60 and a 9 versus a 60 J. That is just Jack 6 off. That's one of the worst hands to open, and he does it and takes it down. So the Sebastian 6 million takes it to the 6 mil mark. Double Alex, triple Simon, over 6-7x basically of Jans, and Dita Boris is holding him kind of honest. He has direct position on him.
Someone wants for me to show the mural behind, so I will show it. It's something a guy from my town painted for me. It's my life story. So I come from a mining family. Like all my grandparents were coal miners, and that's a representation of them educating me, getting me out of the mine, because I have a degree in mining engineering, if you can believe that. Almost dropped school but I follow poker, and behind is Las Vegas on the horizon, you know, with the casinos. So that's pretty, yeah, it's kind of my life story, which is pretty sick. I come from a very small town in Romania, like 20K people, so yeah, pretty tough to go to Vegas. Actually, we were 2 of us from the same town, Next year will be probably like 3. So pretty sick.
That's
Wow.
awesome. Who made
Sebastian
that?
with a bet on the turn.
He's at that part of the show of the tournament stage where everyone's seeing the hands and they just want to like he's got that rhythm. He's got it through so many times and now it's like could he really be bluffing again? Of course he's going to have something just by default. At some point the guy's going to wake up with something and you don't want to be the one catching the buzzsaw, but this is a very tough spot. Alex going to hang in and he makes the flush. So he goes with aggression. He is rewarded and I mean, to be fair, this is a tough spot, right? He's got the king of diamonds. He's
Yeah,
got
it's a really tough spot when
he blocks
Sebastian
king queen.
will go for the bet because Sebastian being in the cutoff, he can have hands like A7 with a diamond, A8 with a diamond, which he will bluff for sure on the river if he bet the turn. He can have like probably like queen 8. Queen 8 is a straight, sorry, like queen maybe. Actually, queens are not that much, but he can have like king 8 off, right, with the 8 of diamonds. So it's a pretty gross spot for Alex. And I don't know if Sebastian here has, he's betting like Jack 10 here. So he's pretty polar. No, it's either like flush, king, queen with a diamond, or I don't know, nothing. A7, A8 with a diamond. So it's a pretty gross spot for Alex. I don't want to be in his shoes. It's pretty daunting. I think he will take some time. He has a decent bluff catcher, actually. Really decent bluff catcher. Unblocks, ace-8, a7 with a diamond. I don't think a7 of diamonds can bet the turn pretty often. No, king-queen being there. It's pretty gross. And Sebastian Oracle can pile the pressure with ace-queen with the queen of diamonds, which is a pretty decent bluff, right?
Yep. I also Jan's just short stacked. He also knows maybe he's doing
Yeah,
that,
the risk premium is
leveraging
huge.
the short stack to try to put pressure on him to fold.
You
And
can see the recommendation from GTO Wizards, and it's a mix between folding and calling here. And versus Sebastian, who is more than capable of bluffing here. And also, it's his cutoff, like it's really gross spot.
what do you guys think at home? One call, two fold. I honestly think he might call, man. It's just he's got
I think he folds here,
he takes
but
so
I know
long.
Alex better.
Usually fold. I think when they take this long, but I just I don't know. He's got such a great hand to call. Like the blockers are problems for him here, and then any aggression, Sebastian just willingness to go for it. Tricky.
You hate your life on this river. You simply hate it because it's block so many value, like it's insane. It's insane.
Wow. I just think
And I don't see that many flashes when Sebastian bets on the turn. That's why. That's a problem. Like flash draws. I don't see him like probably he will bet like ace queen of diamonds because he has open ended blocker to a straight. He can probably stack off easily. It's, yeah, that's. I hope Alex finds a
wow.
fold.
230. He's really burning clock here.
Yeah, it's
One
his.
call, two fold. What do you think? I think he's gonna. I don't know. Actually, now I think he'll fold, but my gut said he calls at the beginning, but now with this much time, I think it's leaning more towards fold because it's just hard. It's so tough to take so long and then calling if you're wrong. But I don't know. He does fold. Okay. Yeah, he does end up.
Good job, Alex.
Good discipline there.
Really tough fold, especially versus Sebastian. Sebastian is killing it, man. Yes, we'll get it in probably. I don't think I would lay that down, to be honest.
A lot of cool hands. That was an interesting. Yeah, he really did have a tough decision, and he's down to 2 minutes in the clock. 137 for Sebastian. He really uses clock as well, and here it is again. Simon, just good timing.
You probably want there more like king 10 with the king of diamonds than I don't know, a set or two pair there. It's really, really, really impressive fold by Alex. Like such a good candidate to call, but let's see what Simon does here versus Sebastian. I think he will fold. Yeah.
Yep, 7-8 suited. Closing the action. Gonna call. It seems like that hand just deserves a little more. Alex, things started out in second. A little bit of adversity. Still has plenty of chips, but things not trending the right direction. Sebastian catching a little bit of fire. Jack 9 has been worked out well for him. He's not necessarily made hands with it, but he's gotten good boards to continue. Picked it up. And here he's gonna run into something. But actually, the Boris who has the most to lose, the risk premium the highest.
Let's see what Alex does here. I think he will go for a 3-bet here, like a lot. And it will be very interesting what Dobaris does here. Pretty sure he doesn't miss this. Oh, he folds. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Dobaris for a call. Yeah. Yeah, not a lot of time left for Sebastian. Alex also on short time clock.
Yeah, 10's now in good position to take this pot as got the overpair and gut shot. And Sebastian, at some point, like, will he slow down? Here he's got a kind of no equity bluff. Turns out he's got 3 outs, 1 to come, but he is going to drive the action. I'm impressed. I don't think I've seen this much relentless aggression at a GGMillion table. That's just kind of
he bluffs, always bluffs with the bottom of his range,
yeah,
like always.
I mean, yes, he's had a few hands that he's made his hands, such as a 3-4 diamonds. And interesting if he falls through or not. We've seen him fall through. He had that queen 3, got the ace 8 to fold from Jan. So I mean, he's followed through and semi bluffed with a lot of times not a real semi bluff. Like
let's see if he goes for it on the river. I think it's a decent candidate to bluff on the river. Like I'm blocking ace queen suited, ace jack suited. Yeah, he checks on the river. Would be pretty sick. I think he has also some showdown value versus some suited Broadway, so he a little to check.
Yep. Tens, Jack 8, 8 pairs. Everything working. Sebastian's got him moving. Good discipline there too, though. 10s weren't going to fold. So again, he kind of avoided that spot. And here we go. Just raising. We saw this. He did this before with absolutely nothing. Got the Dolber off. This time ace 4. Maybe wishing he had checked, although Could save himself money in the end. Let's see what happens here. It's a pretty wet board here. Or this blind on blind wide range. Ace high going to be good here. Often not this time. And gets out of the way.
Close spot for Jans on 9BB. Yeah, goes for the open fold. Probably the bars will 3-bet. Goes for the click 3-bet. Jans with some good odds to call here. Being the shortest stack, trying to hit some equity. I don't think he can. I don't think he folds here. I know. Let's see.
Yeah, very inviting, but I mean,
Yeah,
at this point with your this short, I don't think you can fold. And then going all in with king high doesn't make sense. So I feel like, yeah, call just seems like the logical situation.
I think he probably gets it in on this board, right? Because he has 460k behind. Let's see what the bar does.
Actually, a really bad flop though, because he knows that.
Yeah,
against
he has
ace
ace
queen,
queen, and
well, yeah,
he has a backdoor also.
Yeah, but even against ace queen or ace king, it's like just it's not. It's just not good.
Yeah.
All right,
Sebastian
5-10 off.
with
5-10
open.
suit. I'm sorry. And he will raise, and actually ace five gets a pretty nice situation.
Yeah, it will. Yeah, it will go all in call probably.
And ace five, 88% to take it down. 10-10 only on the river. We'll continue on. And Alex is giving him a ship it. He sees it, feels it, and he takes it. There it is. Running hot. He's feeling the running hot. Greg goes all in edition as he is back to 1 million. And that is back in the game for sure.
Alex with defend probably.
Okay, king
Oh,
six.
interesting check. Interesting check. Pretty unusual that he checked from the cutoff. Alex checks.
That's gonna hold. Four's gonna hold. Scary board. Nines. Nines are
Yes,
a
with
powerful
another
hand.
decision.
Yeah, we're gonna see a flip, I think. Almost always.
Yeah, Sebastian is opening like too much. Yeah, Jans goes for it. Oh, flip.
Yeah.
You have
Mix
your
it in.
picks all in now.
Good equity. Good equity. And king. Hello. Spade is interesting. Spade is interesting. 3-1, a pure 3-1 favorite. Can he do it? No, we're gonna go on. The show will go on with 5. No giveaway time. We're not gonna start the giveaways, and we are gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep it going 5-hand. Jans is back. He started top 3, still there. Sebastian, Alex, and Jans doing what they do. Was that right? They were 1, 2, 3. The 3 Austrians, Sebastian, Alex, and Jans. Pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Started out the first hand of the day, 3-way to a flop. I think it was Ace 6 suited, King 10 suited, and Ace 3 suited under the. So they're just kind of progressing. Alex in a little bit of trouble though. He's now the shortest 5-handed.
Simon with the interesting check. Gets the ace on the turn, which will win the hand. He will bet like 100% here. You can contemplate a bet with the Jack 10 on this type of board, folds out way more better hands. So, see. Wow, he checks the turn. That's pretty interesting. Now let's see if Sebastian bets on the river. No. Now Simon must bet.
Take it down. Take it down, Mr. Simon. Yeah, I gotta say, this has been a masterclass. Just so much very, very, very insightful, thoughtful play. And 2 of the guys who do think more are low on their clock. If we get to a Sebastian, I think will run out of clock, right? He's trending that way. He's likely going to get heads up, likely get down to the final 3. He's taking time frequently, making great decisions, putting a lot of pressure in spots, but he is using burning clock. So that'll see if that slows him down a little or affects him if he does hit 0. As Morris now with the 9s, that's been a pop hand. Haven't seen a lot of aces today. A couple shows ago, we had like 16, 17 aces here today. I don't think we've seen them many times. A few.
Yeah, and there weren't that many setups, like strong hand
true.
versus strong hand. Now we have a situation with Simon probably 3-betting pure. And it will be interesting when it goes to Dubaris because people tend to like assume that Simon is way off, like 3-betting too much in this kind of spots. So I will not be surprised if I see a jam here by Dubaris for 30 BB effective. Sevens don't look that weak against Simon. He calls. That's a really good board for Dubaris. I think he has some leads here because he has all the sets. I don't know if he opens like 3s, but probably like 4s, 5s he opens. He has 6, 7 suit, which Simon doesn't have. Simon will have some, I know, SX suited, but he will kind of put pressure on those cards. He checks. Now it's
this is a what a nice position for Simon. I mean, scary. Still has to pay to 6 or 7, right?
He has only like 2 SPR, so he can stack off easily on this type of board.
Sure.
Yeah, he bets. Guess we'll see a call from Dubaris.
Yeah, this is interesting. I mean, because the thing is too, if he has like the ace jack, ace queen, these type of hands, you have that extra outs for the deuce. Maybe he's just thinking about getting aggressive here. This is a very tough spot for sevens.
Yeah, goes for it. Simon will call.
Yep, and here we go. Big pot, 5 million. I was just saying, could be a problem for Sebastian. Can he hold turn clean river 14%? He needs a 6 or 7. 1, 2, come. No, not today. That is clean living, Simon. About to win a 1.5 million potentially. Is that right? He's
Yeah,
heads up. I don't have
it's
that.
my pick. So yeah.
Crazy.
Crazy, yeah.
Jan's talking to him. Do you have an update on the stacks? Do you know? Is it still going? Their heads up, or can you see it?
I can watch just a second. I think it's finished. Oh yeah, it's finished. No, no. He has 45 to 28 BBs.
He's winning right now there, huh?
Yeah. It's 953K for second, 1.3 million for first. So that's outrageous, you know?
The payday.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
What a
What a
absolute
guy, huh?
puppy. Sick stuff. Ace King here. Sebastian trying to add to his very impressive resume. 4 final tables, 2 wins in this format. The diamond peels. That's an interesting card. Picks up a little bit of outs. It is a 3 though, so the 8 no good.
Yeah, probably Sebastian will bet very big here.
Yeah. Yeah, that is Dubaris things are now shifting and again looking like could have an epic heads up, Sebastian and Simon, but everyone else still healthy. Big bet. I mean, tricky spot here too, right? That's he's gonna call, he's gonna miss, and he's gonna be not loving it.
Yeah, and probably Sebastian will jump the river for sure. Will be pretty interesting. We will have a long battle heads up, Jeff. I will guarantee you that.
You think? They play,
Yeah.
I mean the blinds are big, the clock is low, stakes are high. I don't know. I mean, yeah, it could, but these guys also just know what hands to do with what. And if it comes that way, it's what 40, 80K blinds. So we'll be at 100K big blind in a second. 60, it's still deep. Yeah, 60 blinds, 50 blinds. It is fairly deep.
Sebastian will not go anywhere. Yeah. Yas is trolling Simon.
So many interesting hands. I gotta say, it just feels like that. Though. I guess that's the case. This is just always so many great players and great spots, and there's so many hands I'm looking at like, wow, I wouldn't have done that or see a different line. And
Yeah, and the chat is interacting with us. It's a really fun final table. I'm very happy to be here commenting on this. It's pretty sick, actually. Really, I think this is the most stacked final table I ever saw. Like,
Yeah, whenever I open up the sheet on Monday with the final table list, it's always like a sweat and a mystery where you're just like you could get. It's similar to the perfect nine where they do that, and that is a nice hand from Sebastian, who is gonna. It's a card on the river to call, and Simon does make the call, but it's always like a sweat. Who's going to be there? How crazy could it be? And this was maybe the craziest, or right as good. What I mean, just 127 million in earnings from GG alone is nuts, man. Did you
Simon
start playing
probably with an open here, right?
Yeah, or could he? Is it 18? What's it? 18? I guess.
Yeah, he can jump. No, he doesn't. Jans will jump for sure. There's no way he doesn't jam here. Like, no way. Yeah.
Okay, 50, 100. Sixes, ace, queen suited. And
yeah, this will be very, very interesting. If Dolber jams, Sebastian would call for sure. And now Alex has a spot. Yeah, Dolber folds. And it will be an all-in pre-flop. What can I say? No queen, please.
More than there's a bunch of options. That's the problem. Ace queen suited, diamonds.
Yeah,
straights.
queen is folded by Jan, so
that helps. That helps the cause. Alex.
Oh
wow.
my god.
Hello. That's like hurts my okay.
Jesus.
That is nasty work. That run out needs to hit the chop now and won't be the case. Look, I mean, what a flop. 10 Jack 8, 2 diamonds. He's got the 9, the diamond, the king, and that was a lot of action. That's going to send us to giveaway land as we see 360 of you. 1,800 have hit the thumbs up, so we can improve on that. Let's get over 500. I'm going to start queuing up the keyword. The Twitter is still pinned. Jeff Gross Poker, $50 cash. What a day.
Yeah.
A lot of action. That was nasty.
I just texted him.
Nasty run out. But again, ace, queen, ace, king. It's one of those hands play themselves. All right, we're going to do a giveaway 1 of 3 for a $50 ticket. All right, we're getting it queued.
Yeah, I'm just texting him.
Put it in the chat for the $50 ticket. I mean, it is shaking that way. 8 million for Sebastian. That feels like a man that knows how to drive the stack to the promised land, and he's getting good hands too, which is intense. Jan's gonna fold a7. It's gonna work out well from there. First keyword, 1 of 3, $50 GG ticket. Keyword GGWSOP. Shout out to Adrian. I'll put Adrian there and then insert your GGPoker username. Let's get it rolling for the first giveaway. Oh, that's frustrating for him, although feels pretty good with 8.3 million. 83
It's very
bigs.
hard to be in Alex's shoes, you know, made the right decisions. That king 10 fold there, now gets it in with ace king versus ace queen, but he's a pro. He can take it. He has I know him very well, and I know he has a very, very big resistance to bad luck. So he's wow, what a jam from Jans. Identifies the spot where Sebastian doesn't call like king 10 off, king jack off, but he will call ace 9 off.
Ace 9. Can we get to 3? There is a sweaty flop, but ace 9 in the lead. That's the queen. That's what he needed. Jan strikes it. Can he hold? Yes. What a run out that is. He is running hot. He is going to put himself in good position to be in the podium. And DeBoris, who was on the chip lead for a while, is now your shortest. That is a remarkable run here, and this is actually a nasty spot. Ace7 off, going to shove. We're going to get it called. We might just beat a 3 anyway in a second. Chips are flying 8s ahead, and we see the ace pair, though. That changes a lot. The A7 drawing dead. What a run out here. So chips spraying. Sebastian was about to be runaway. Would have had, what, 6, 8, 10, a lot of millions. 10 million. Oh, he's got 5. He's got a dogfight again.
Yep.
There's an egg. Throws an egg over there. Just nutty stuff. Nutty, what a wild game. King Queen is gonna assert himself. Simon gonna get rid of that one. Okay, see a lot of you have already retweeted the $50 giveaway, Jeff Bros Poker pin tweet. I put the link a few times, but you guys are in the middle of another giveaway. We got 200 giveaways to do. 3 GG, $50 tickets, and of course, the X pin tweet for 50. Just retweet, guess who wins. Don't need to be right. Good luck to everyone on all the giveaways. And if you're playing on the World Series of Poker, 33 bracelet events, big couple of weeks coming up here. Huge guests, huge payouts. Everything is.
Wow, look what a setup.
This is just insane.
Yeah, it's insane.
This is nuts. I mean, this is like he can't believe it. He's like, wow, I got such a huge hand. I want to get it in, and he is going to be stunned when he sees the suited variety of the Ace King, and that is going to be a cooler. But as we know, no guarantees. No guarantees. Going to see 5 here. And maybe you shouldn't be the clock. You can see what an intricate part of Sebastian's game is. Even when he's low, he uses it in a spot like this, and he does get the best. And this is a interesting
board.
Scary.
Yeah,
looks scarier than it is. Doesn't want his king, and he will fade it. No problem. No problem. Back up Jans, Simon, and now the Sebastian. That is our final 3. Good luck. Then announce the first winner here. Let you guys hit the thumbs up. Give you a chance to be eligible. You don't need to do it more than once. Apologize if someone, as we say, spams, but can't really control that. We tell you not to do it. And the group is doing their best to pick a righteous winner. So once is good. Twice is okay. 3 times is excessive. More than that, it's just we don't need it. 7 deuce. Going to step into a strong ace 7, dominating 7 deuce. See if Jan's just
he's the bottom of the range. Like folds out like 7, 4, 5 off, 7. Oh, Jan's goes
nice
for the limp 3-bet. Really nice.
Really play well post flop. Just realizes that.
Now will be interesting because Jans, I think he opens. Simon definitely will 3-bet. And let's see what Jans does. It could be a flip, a big flip, because Jans can easily jam here. And I don't know if you want that much of an ace 4 because part of Simon's 3-bet bluffing range is like ace 4 off. So, and Simon definitely 3-bet calls like 10s, so pocket pairs are not that great in this situation, especially low pocket pairs. So it's pretty interesting what Jans will do. I think he would fold, probably.
You think he's going to fold here?
It's indifferent. It's indifferent. Depends how he sees it. Simon is more than capable. Yeah, he would jam. Good job. Yeah.
All right, we got to flip. To take us to heads up, either way, it's going to be close. Either Jans gets us there now. The 4 and the ace, oh my goodness, needs runners, not going to get it. Simon was heads up in a World Series bracelet for 1,500. Even pairs the king, ace, king. GG Jans finds a way, and this is Austria for the title. Yeah. They're about even.
You're free rolling.
We got ourselves a game, and Simon, cheers. What a game. Again, nice display, and the end gets it in. Ace King loses a flip, 180K for his efforts, and playing for $1 million plus over there right now, currently on GG in a 1,500 buy-in. So again, the legend of Simon grows, and these 2 players, nothing to sneeze at. They, in their own right, have their own amazing story with 4 final tables, 2 titles for Sebastian, and then a Jans, who is also a 4-time winner. So going to be more notches here to the belt of wins. Going to be their 5 or 3-time winner. 5 is rare air, as we'll see. It's very even right now. So these guys probably know each other pretty well, I would imagine.
Yeah, it's. I told you we will have a long heads up. It will take some time.
It could, but these guys aren't afraid. This thing goes fast. And also, the thing about that when it's heads up is the blinds go up quicker, right? So the blinds do
Yeah.
increase since the 20 hands go quick heads up versus 5-handed or whatnot. All right, let me get back. Here's the first winner, David Cali Petre, if I'm pronouncing that right. I apologize if not. $50 coming away. Let me queue up the second giveaway. We gotta hurry up actually because we're already heads up. I'm behind one. Let's do it. Second giveaway, 2 of 3. Give away 2 of 3. GG ticket. Keyword. I'm gonna give Bahamas some love on the keyword. It's just coming up. It's 2 special events. Triton involved over there. 25K, 60 mil, all kinds of side events, bracelets. Good way to end the year. And that is underway there. A second keyword under there. It's Bahamas, GGWSOP Bahamas. Enter your GGPoker username. Good luck. Once is needed, twice is okay, 3 is excessive. More than that, please don't. That is what we're asking. We are going to try to get to 500 thumbs up. We got 411. Pretty good ratio today. Everyone's paying attention. I've had a few coffees. I played an hour of paddle today too. Got a little exercise in.
Yeah. I do
Fun.
boxing.
Nice. You got to get the mind going. You got to get a little sweat these days. You're getting older, man. You can't just sit
Yeah. Actually, boxing is very good for the brain, but if you spar, it's not that great. But if you do like, I don't know, hitting, coaching, like, yeah, it's good cardio, trains the mind as well. You can see when you get tired, you don't hit the combinations pretty well. So it's a really nice sport. It's a really nice sport. But it's tough, man. Especially thumbs up for the boxers around the world. It's very tough sport. It's a lonely sport. You are with yourself most of the time, battling with your demons, battling with you. It's insane. The trainings are insane cardio, so it's tough, and you get punched in the face.
True.
Not that great. Yeah. I have a lot of Romanian friends who do poker players who do paddle. Most of them are doing paddle, playing paddle. So I'll have to try it at some point. I got some problems with my knees. A little bit that can be catchy, but
yeah, you gotta be careful, but it's definitely less crazy than other sports. As we have the second giveaway underway, and we have a Queen 5 versus 5-8. Queen 5 has us contained, but again, Sebastian's a guy that it seems like he just no equity bluffs. He's capable at any point to just fire off. Doesn't dare. And on the river, check 2 here. Does he take a shot? Has an 8. Not one of the worst hands you can have.
Yeah, probably he will have a shot. Whoa. That's pretty sick. What a bet by Sebastian.
Question for Jans is, does he bet 10x that doesn't have any about like a 10 random on the turn, open-ended or semi-bluff? So now all of a sudden just out of nowhere. And he's definitely capable of the no equity bluffs.
Let's see if Jans can pick it up. I swear to God, this is a battle between Rocky and Dom Lundgren for sure.
All right, nice call. There
nice
it is.
Call.
Takes
Nice call.
first blood. So how are we doing on our bet? I have Jans, and
you have both of them. That's the problem.
That's it. I was just waiting. I was kind of teeing up for you, waiting for you to celebrate. There's got to be a bonus. It's like if you do red or black and it's all black or all the same suit. So yeah, we're gonna have a nice dinner. That's good. We figure it out. But that's, man, Yeah, it was Alex ran bad. He did get ace king and ace queen. That's
Yeah. Also, Simon had this big flip with Jans for ace king versus 4. You know, like we had good picks actually. You know,
yeah.
all of our guys went last 4, so pretty good, right?
Yes, very good. No, really good. How much is the delay? It's about 40 minutes. So we don't take the break on the hour. It's a great question. So it gets a little shorter. That's why we don't take it. And then they give enough delay and then it kind of catches up. But there's enough time because of the time banks. So you have to leave enough delay. As we see both players here short on time, but much shorter for Sebastian. Although we'll see if that comes
Jans
into
with a really nice value bet on the river.
Yep, we'll get that done. And we're at 420 on the heads up. I'm gonna pick the second winner, and then we gotta get the other one going. Gotta do it. We're gonna run out of time. It could be over. I actually gotta catch that up. I'm sorry. 423. Let's get to 500. 1,500 on watching. Appreciate the time with us today. Adrian Pora, can follow him across the socials, including Twitch, including Instagram more so.
I have Instagram, also our YouTube channel. It's AT Poker Team. I'll type it in chat if you guys can subscribe. Maybe if I will have I stream, I talk in Romania, but if people ask me about some hands in English, I can easily switch to English. Like I have no problems streaming also in English, but mostly it's a Romanian stream. But if I have some people came into the chat and asked me things in English, I respond in English as well. I'll type in chat our channel.
And as
We
we do that, Team on Fire, big congrats to you. That is the second $50 GG ticket winner. Just put that in the confirmation. You must be subscribed, must hit the thumbs up. Third one coming up. We are in heads up play, so it is time to get that underway again. Please don't do it more than a couple times. You don't need to do it more than once, but good luck. And Simon apparently has won the 1.25 million. I believe he'll settle for third, but he does take it down. That is Max B in the chat giving us that information. If that's true, that is done. And I don't know if that's his first bracelet. No, second, right? Didn't he win the main? Did he win the? No, Simon got. I'm mistaken. I don't know how many bracelets he has. He's won a lot of stuff. Mostly he plays online.
Yeah, so I guess he will not be so upset that he lost ace king to force.
Yeah, he'll be able to deal
Pretty
with
decent day for him.
Yeah.
1.5 million payday.
That's insane. He does have 1.8 million in live earnings. And
Yeah, he doesn't play that much live, so play a couple of times. I played with him in Paris, I think, and in Barcelona. He's like all the Nordic guys. They don't play that much live. I don't know why. Samuel Vosden doesn't play much live. Tommy, I think Tommy plays more, but not that much, and only in Europe. Tommy Brook. So yeah, nice payday. Wow, Sebastian finds a bluff with 3 high here. I don't think Jans goes anywhere. Let's see if Sebastian finds another bluff.
All right, so we have 10 million to 6 million, slight advantage. I mean, it's actually significant. Jan's almost 10 mil, 10 to 6. And the third keyword is right there. It's going to be GG ticket giveaway. GGWSOP space bracelet. Insert your GGPoker's name. There are 33 bracelets, still several available. It's up until September 30th going on. So actually about halfway through, I think. Plenty of time to get one. If you're in an area you can play GG. Unfortunately, I can't play from here. I'm actually debating to try to get away for a little bit. I was just in Brazil. The timing was off during the summer, and now I'm not there at the moment. But I would like to play a few bracelet events. The 5K you can re-enter, right? Every day, like no re-entry, but per day. So it can be a lot that can add up. It's going to probably set a world record, I would imagine, this year. There were 600,000 people playing online.
Yeah, that's insane numbers.
It's crazy. All right, 9-5, ace-8. No pair. Hard to make pairs. We talk about that. Heads up poker. Queen-7 off the computer hands. That means the dead middle lean hand. If you get dealt here, one hand better, one hand worse. Ace-8 is in the lead.
Check on the river.
Worst ace-3. Ooh, ace-3 suited. Spicy hand. Does just call. Serves him well here. Actually, could have gotten a weird one. 27 seconds on the clock for Sebastian. Here he will be for sure continuing as played. Okay, so still
Probably go check on the turn.
Nice run out.
Sebastian with the decision. Checks. Jans probably will go for a value bet here. Wow, he pots it.
Ace, king, 10, 4. Okay, well, the limp not going to work on the first, but this is, what's your strategy heads up? You play a lot online, you stream. What's your stack depth?
To be honest, I didn't study that much heads up, but probably 10-4. I can see some opens. He's folding like 10-5 off, 10-6 off, has some merits, but I don't know. I really don't know. I didn't study heads up to be honest that much. Especially when you are deep, you try to, I don't know, limp some low ace x, open the good ones. You need a balanced strategy. I don't know, if you limp like ace-3 off, probably it gives you the right to limp like 10-4 off some of the time. Playing versus a tough opponent, I like more the limp. Usually where I play, I can open way more than usually. There I'm agreeing with the limp versus Jans, but it's a clear fold. I try to versus very good players. My strategy overall is not deviate too much from like theory, because you can level yourself in making, I don't know, a pretty I don't know, awkward plays. So that's why I recommend to the people that I coach, always try to understand that when you are playing versus good players, they are good players for a reason. They can pick up sizing tells. They can pick up they can pick up things after you see showdowns from them. Wow,
I was just gonna say, this could be it for Sebastian. He's gonna follow through a lot on these rivers, and now they are gonna chop. That's pretty sick. Sick river.
Yeah. He for sure he will follow up on the river. Yeah, it's a pretty good river for Sebastian in this spot. So most of the people that are on, I don't know, early stages of their career, or they are getting into poker, they think when they play versus famous opponents or very good opponents, they try to mix it up, thinking that, oh, this guy maybe three bets and abuses me. They call too wide. They call three bets too wide just because, oh, this guy is making moves versus me and things like that. So I recommend keeping to theory most of the time. Oh, it's a chop. That's what I'm recommending. I don't get too frisky versus these guys. Like, try to keep when I play them, I try to keep it as simple as possible, not level myself into making, I don't know, certain plays that could be wrong. You know, in poker, it is a very fine line between genius and idiot, you know. It's a really, really, really fine line. It's like a rope, you know, like you're, you can be a genius, but you also can look like, I don't know, pretty sick game. Pretty sick game. Sebastian with the bottom of his range, and now he has a really good bluff candidate. Let's see. I'm blocking a lot of folds, yeah. Let's see if Jans picks it up. Yeah, calls.
Nice hand.
Jans is on a good run.
Yep, there you see the jump. 64K roughly. They're available. No deals with the GGMillion. And Jan's looking to get his 5th title again, rare air to be in. We saw the early on the champions at the beginning of the show, and a couple players have done some incredible things there. As we are seeing potentially a 5-10 champion Sebastian with an insane record, 2 titles, 4 final tables as well. Pretty efficient.
Yeah, that's a good efficiency. Yeah, nice with a nice ISO and pickup. This would be interesting. 2 guys with both have hands. Yes, with a limp. Whoa, action flop.
Ace Jack 7-8. Hello. This has got the potential to get it back to evenish or level. And there's some runouts, of course, where this could end. But 7-8, big favorite here. As we are going to choose the 3rd giveaway winner. And honestly, yeah, this is pretty sick.
Yeah, I don't think Jans gets away from this, not now. At least
Heads up.
if you, I would be very impressed if he finds a fold now. This kills the action. Sebastian checks. Let's see, Jans.
Ace Jack 2, 7, 8, and hello. That's
Hello.
a run out. There's a run out.
And I think Sebastian can't, like, because he doesn't have a lot of queen X who check queen 9, for example, bets on the turn for sure. Wow, that's a sick find. That's a sick find.
That's a crazy run out for Jans, who actually, in theory, gets lucky whatever happens here. Because he's
I think in this spot, Jans has more queens than Sebastian, and Jans can pick it up here. Cause yeah, for sure, yeah, he's a genius.
Wow.
Wow, yeah, that's a genius. Yeah. But I will leave.
Wow.
Okay, so my poker driver license is cancelled. Yeah, it's unbelievable. Well, what can I say?
So insane.
So when I stream, Jeff, and I'm on last 3 tables, last 24, I always put a binary helmet in my, so I need to pick this up.
Damn, that
this
was
a really sick hand from Jans, so I must do this for Jans. Give my respects.
Tipping the cap.
It's a show of respect. Everyone who makes a play, or I don't know, yeah, it was unreal. That's a good setup for Sebastian.
Well, this is maybe to get him kick-started, but it is not over till it's over. He's got to fade the 8, and we will continue. And now a 10 actually makes king of straight, so 8 and not it. All right, 2 million. Still
Jerry Lee asks, why does he has more queens there? Because Jans can have all the queen 10s. Sebastian, his bluffs come from like queen 9, and he bets the turn for sure. with the nuts, wow, this will get it in. So
Ooh,
that's
wow,
why.
this could be it right here. And here we go. Ace queen suited to ace 10 suited. This could be for the title number 5. It is a very good flop. 2 diamonds to the turn. Has to fade a 2-outer. 10 of diamonds, no good. And this could be it. Is a game over. The Greg goes all in. Getting the shout out, saying the respect. 5 titles for Jans Arends. That's your friend. It is going to cost you a dinner, my friend, but we appreciate the time from you. What a show. What a lineup. What an absolute epic day. And big congrats to Simon winning the 1500.
Yeah, what can I say? That was Jans coming. Imagine coming from 8BB in last 4 and winning it. And making that sick play with ace jack.
Very strong. And also Simon, who got 3rd, also won the bracelet in the 1500. There's what you get if you put a little bit of wager on in the client on GG. 8.96. Let's round that to 9. So if you bet, you bet 100, you win 900. Pretty nice return there. The favorite Sebastian didn't get it in the end. He is gonna have to settle for second. 2 titles and 5 tries. Very sick. So we are excited to be here. We're excited to have you with us. We're excited you're here to the end. To the winners out there, congrats. I just put out the 3rd winner. That is Susan Karaka, who I just put up there. Congrats to you, Susan. Congrats to all the winners today. And my man, it's late over there. What do you got? We're talking 1 a.m.
It's 42 minutes past midnight. So
late. It's late. It is late.
It's
Show
late,
great.
but I'm sleeping like 4 a.m. every day, so no worries when I'm playing.
I love it. I love the guys and girls out home. Thank you so much. We have 2 major shows. The 23rd is the World Series of Poker main event bracelet, part of the 33 bracelets on GG running currently. And on the 30th, Daniel Negreanu will join on the show here. The man, the myth. We're going to have him to break down the 10K GGMillion special edition bracelet event. With that being said, Adrian, appreciate the time. I look forward to dinner in a big way. And appreciate you, my friend. Great to talk. Great to meet you. Friend of GG, part of the GG team. And we will look for you streaming and playing. And good luck in the bracelet events that are going on GG right now as well. So I know guarantees. Generally, guests come on and have very amazing results right after. So I no guarantees, but we wish you that success. And please update us when you do have another major score. So thank you so much.
For sure, Jeff. For sure. Thank you very much for inviting me. Thank you very much, chat. You were very kind to me. Nice words. I read the chat. Thank you, my team, my followers. Thank you, my guys from my channel from Romania. Shout out to all people. Great show. I would be very happy to do it again. It is really nice. Okay. Thank you, Jeff, for the amazing time. Thank you all. See you guys.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you to Romania. Good night, everyone. See you next week.
Yeah.